Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got a community show today. Chap Global coming on at 12. We got Nick 11 playing Pillow Talk. And right now we're in the Super Community Gallery. Yes, sir.
Let's get together. Right now. Hey baby, let me stay. I don't care what your friends are about to say.
Super Community Gallery. Oible featured artist.
You can't compete with this pillow talk of mine. This pillow talk of mine.
Check out Oible's work.
I'm pleading to you. Hey baby, let me see. You got me begging, boy, I'm down on my knees. What your friends all say is fine, but you can't compete with this pillow talk
Super Community Gallery designed by Wolfgang and Shira.
of mine.
Great job by them.
I'm pleading to you. I'm talking to you. I'm pleading to you. I have no regrets.
I used to be able to get this to go full screen.
You have nothing.
I don't know what's happening.
That would be your first. Your last. I am everything that you need. Yeah. Tonight. You're gonna get it tonight. Yeah. Let's talk. Hey baby, let me try. I wanna be the one to give joy. What your friends all say is fine, but you can't compete with this pillow talk of mine. This pillow talk of mine. Ooh, la 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 la. This pillow talk. This pillow talk. This pillow talk. La 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 la. I'll give it to you.
What up, Link by Art? What up, HOPC? Super Community Gallery. Hang on. Let me find the link.
So much to give you. I'll be your first, your last. I don't care. I don't care what
You're listening to the sounds of Nick 11.
Once you get it, life. Touch me.
Super Community Gallery. Super Community Gallery, presented to you by Linked by Art. This is a Linked by Art community show.
Once you get it, you wanna fuck it for life.
Super Community Gallery. Uniting galleries, uniting communities across Web3. Super Community Gallery event presented to you by Link by Art. Okay, just checking the audio. You guys seen these? Go back and check out 888 in this circle. Super Community Gallery collab. Linked by Art collab. 2D artists. Check out their show too. We got shows for each and every community. Moon Mars Museum. We featured them on a Friday. They'll be here as well. We have women in NFT, WIN community. I believe they just locked in for the 5th, February 5th. Catch their show February 5th. Horatio. For Curates. Let's get these guys the links. Polygon Alliance. It's almost time, yo. I need your body tonight. Vitruvio community. We did a collab show with them. You could go back and check out their community show. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Vitruvio show. You can check that show out. Invisible Chicks. We have a show with them if you want to get to know more about them. Cactus Boom. Another community show we have with them. If you want to check them out, check out the Cactus Boom community show. Lots of collabs going on in here. AEW. Community leader Panther. We have their show. You want to check them out? You can go back and check out their show. Lots of great artists. See if I can get this right. Galleria. Galleria. We have a show with them. You can check them out. Women in Tech with Museum coming on. I believe there are shows scheduled to do in January. Matter of fact, let's check the schedule. That's correct, January 22nd at Museum. The Vortex. This over here, so we can make sure we get everybody coming in. The Vortex. We have a Vortex on the 15th. January 15th. They're the next show. You guys know One Love Art Day. One Love Art Day featured community. Featured artist Oibo, featured community, One Love That. Paladin Punks. You guys had a chance to meet Paladin on the Moon Mars show. .888 in a circle. Tilly and Ensoft. Big shout out to Ensoft for Monday's show. Help us secure a guest. Ready Player X, you guys got to see him make some coins. His art. And here they come. Here come our guests. Okay. Here we go.
Once you get it,
Today's show, Chap Global.
life.
We're going to get to know a little bit more about this community in about 8 minutes.
Touch me, touch me, touch me. Touch me, touch me, touch me.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hello.
Once you get it, you get it. You wanna fuck it for life,
Can NFT. We did a show with Can NFT Community. You can check them out. We also did solo art shows on the community leaders, Viorica,
Take me higher. No need to talk, don't make a sound.
as well as Jackie and Viorica, both community leaders at Can NFT Club.
Hi.
Hello. Good afternoon. Our artists, our guests are checking in. About to go live in 2 minutes. 23 artists with Sven. You guys got to watch that show.
Touch me. You're so sexy. Touch me. Oh, you're so sexy. Touch me. Touch me. Sexy.
Hour of Power, HOP, the show that started it all. This is us.
Touch me.
This is the crew that started it all. Follow those links right back to the shows.
Touch me.
That's the shows of all the independent artists, all the solo shows. That was our very first linked by art collab. Wolfgang, the man who designed this awesome super community gallery.
Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me.
All right, how about we get this going?
Touch me. I need your body tonight.
You're listening to the sounds of Nick 11. We had her on the show. Check her out, Nick 11 on YouTube. All right, I think we're ready. Let's get going.
You know it's a shame when a woman spends all her time alone. When I am perfectly willing to give her everything she needs. I don't care about her past. I don't care what she's been through. I just wanna feel one night with good love, baby. bit of me. I know you don't want no commitments, baby. I just wanna set your body free. And I don't care what's going on in the night outside my door.
Good morning, guys. I see all you guys.
I
See
just
everybody.
wanna get your head right, baby. Give you all the love I got for sure. So baby, if you've got that feeling, you know I wanna give you that midnight healing. Oh, I just wanna make love to you all night long. Midnight healing, baby. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now.
All right. Lenore, if you have to, just go vertical. It's fine. All right, what's good, y'all? Let me do a quick audio check. Let me make sure everything's okay over here. All right, hang on. Let me, we are having a little slight technical difficulty in the background here, but we're going to get through it. It's not a big issue. Hopefully we'll figure it out, but if not, no big deal. Don't worry about it. All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the show. You know what Wednesdays are for. Wednesdays are for community shows. The show's been rocking. Shout out to Sketchlight, who's Sketchlight and Shira, both super community creators, linked by art. Their super community gallery, linked by love, 06 edition. We haven't had one of these shows. I think our last show was the 2D gallery, and then took a few weeks to explore some other communities and groups. You guys got to see the Shah crew. You guys also got to meet the Art Cartel. And now here we are back. We're returned back to the communities shows. So today we have Chap Global. Chap Global, Manor will be speaking for community. She is the leader at Chap Global. Let me just bring up, I want to make sure I get everything right. Oh, okay, here they are. I got everything. I want to make sure I got the lineup right. I don't want to waste too much time. We're already 2 minutes into her time, so I don't want to waste too much time here. But let's get to know Chap Global. Let's bring up Manor, and let's say hi. All right, let's get her going. All right. you got me cracking up, Manor. Hello, say hello to everybody.
Hello, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
All right.
good. I was prepping your photo, and all of a sudden I seen the video going, and
Yeah, because I kind of, upped a little bit and I gathered up some courage because I'm super conscious on video. So I just gathered up some courage and I can see so many people on video. So I just turned on my video too. It's okay.
I think you made an excellent decision. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a last minute decision or it was an overnight decision, but a great decision nonetheless. Well, let's get to know you. Let's get to know your community. Welcome to the show, Manor. And this is the point where I'm going to step back and I'm going to tell you to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your community, a little bit about you. And why don't you take it from here?
Cool, awesome. So, first of all, thank you, Mark, for doing this. And I can see so many faces, the different kind of faces that you see probably. But I feel, this is something that is super important, but I'm going to jump right in. I'm Mahnur. I am an artist. I do multidisciplinary, like a mixed media kind of a thing. I mix photography, traditional art, and digital art. But in this capacity, I'm the co-founder of Sharp Global. I founded it in 2020. It's something that was born out of COVID, which was like a very difficult, different kind of a time. But I think for so many people, it kind of was a lot of opportunity to start new things too. And it was like that for me too. So, I was doing an agency, and all of a sudden we started losing clients because everyone started, we had a lot of real estate people as our clients and all of that. So we started losing our clients because they were shutting down business for like a little while and stuff. So I think that is where that bulb kind of lights up, and you think that okay, this is the kind of the time to do what I've been dreaming of doing, which I'm huge on, which is solutions that are created for creatives and by creatives, because I think that those kind of solutions go a long way. So that's where Chap Global was born. So that is kind of the idea conceived, that's where the idea was conceived. But down into it, I think the last year was a great year of evolution. I started on a very local kind of a scale, and it kind of became then regional, then national, and then international, because I was trying to create something that would provide creatives the chance to turn their skills into profitable businesses. And it was supposed to be a complete solution for them, because here and there we see a lot of things that do one thing or the other, but nobody's giving them the whole thing, like the whole solution, or everything that kind of connects, or a whole web that gives them the whole solution. And I think the first thing that comes there is awareness about their work. Then into it is more like personal branding, master classes and trainings, exhibitions. This year, I also executed a residency, an art residency on a local scale, which I'm going to think and take on, a global scale. So a lot was happening. So that is like a brief introduction. I think into it, I got to do 2 collaborations with Linked by Art, and those were huge. I think because I love when people come together and co-create. Those things I think go like a long way. So this was one of them, and it was born out of love. The whole theme was around that, so that's why I was more intrigued, and everyone came together. And these people that are a part of it, I think I love them, and I love what they create, and they've been a part of so many things that I do as like a community solution. They've been a part of my business, like the magazine, the newsletter, the exhibition that had 150 plus artists that I showcased here in Pakistan in 3 cities. So they've been a part of so many things. So this had to be them. So yeah, if you have any questions, or if you want me to elaborate on something, I'd love to.
Do I have questions? Of course I have questions. Manor, you seem like you've been here for a while, right? I kind of stumbled in around 2020, 2021. I think I started taking real notice in 2021. I think it was the Beeple sale that kind of caught my attention. I say it every show when I talk about, my introduction into the NFT world and just spaces. And I didn't know what NFTs were. I didn't know what art was. I didn't know what digital art sales were. I just knew crypto and crypto coins, and that's what I was trading from 2017. And then, during that time period, I stumbled into here, and it sounds like you actually were here before me. And so it sounds like the actual your community, and you got to see a very good chunk of time. And over that time, you've probably seen a lot of communities come, a lot of communities go. But you saw the need for a community. And I say this every time when we do one of these shows, creating a community or becoming a community lead or a manager or taking those responsibilities on, along with being an artist. It seems like all of the community leaders are artists as well, which it's interesting because within this space, if you bump into somebody who's building, they also seem to be an artist as well. So what I wanted to ask you is, over the time period, over the course of time, you saw the need for a community. You saw the need to help people. I know for me, onboarding was very difficult. I jumped in spaces. I learned about spaces. But how did you make the decision to, because you have a lot going on. I noticed you got the newsletter that you guys put out all the time. It's a lot
Monthly.
right? Oh, go ahead. Did I lose her? No. Okay, you're there.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. You have a lot of different things going on that comes from Chap Global. So you saw a need, and I was just kind of curious. You not only that, but you kind of worked through the bear. So maybe you can talk about the difficulties and maybe some of the hills and the valleys that you had to face over the last couple, 3-4 years in order to build. And then also maybe speak about some of the accomplishments that Chap Global has, accomplished over the last, 3-4 years. Hey, why don't you take it from here? Go ahead, Ken.
All right. So I start from, the fact I come from a country where being in the creative industry is it's not that easy. Like there isn't, you have to first create the opportunity and then avail it as everybody else also avails it. So you either have to be, right on, horse blinders on, really focused, big vision kind of a person, or you can just be a graphic designer and do a job or something like that. So there isn't like a lot of opportunities that you can avail. So you have to kind of create them first. And that is, I think the idea of that is way bigger than a bear market or anything or any other like inhibitions or hurdles that we face on a global scale. So that kind of helped me a lot. I come from a really resilient nation, and if you have vision with that, I think that becomes huge. So my whole thing started. I've been working in the creative industry for more than a decade now, right after college. But with Sharp and everything, I came into NFTs because there are a lot of artists like my community back home. They wanted to know what NFTs were and how they worked and everything. And since I am an artist, so I thought I'll just explore everything, and I'll just tell them what it's all about and stuff. So that is where it started. It was fun and games, but I kind of got my first sale within 6 hours of joining NFTs, and I was like, whoa, what happened? And then I kind of build up on it and all of that. But I think I would say that I already had a community when I came in, because there are a lot of people here locally who were trying to do something or the other in NFTs, so they had their work out there and everything, so they were there. But when I came into NFTs, it wasn't back like long ago. I came right, I think, in the start of the bear market. I think the bull market has ended, and there I am trying to make my own way. But I think with that, it doesn't really bother me because my idea wasn't sales. My idea wasn't to make quick bucks. So I think that really helped me. So all this time in the bear market, I've been able to build, and that is like the biggest thing ever, because when there isn't that buzz happening or fluff or flaky people all around, I'm really sorry to say, but you get a huge opportunity to create and build. So I think that is something that happened. And this is why I met so many people, so many amazing people. And doing all of these things, I never came with a plan that I'm going to do this and then this and then this, but I do know that I would look at the market, kind of observe it and make a plan like, okay, I'll do a residency, and I would do a residency, or I'll do an exhibition. And I did get to do an exhibition in 3 different cities. I love telling this a lot, that for the first time when I was doing it, it was really difficult to get collaborators and venues and all of that. So we had to kind of spend on screens, and we had to spend on venue, on the venue and everything. But the second time around when we were doing it, we didn't have to pay for the venue. We did pay for the screens. But the third time around, we didn't have to pay for the venue or the refreshments or the screens, nothing. Everything was for free because nobody else is doing this in my country. So I think it kind of keeps building and keeps evolving. And I feel when we talk about NFTs, which is, I feel, the biggest hurdle here that I see in the mindset when we talk to people and when we kind of try to understand what people are doing, is that they think that I need to make a sale right now. They don't think about the fact they're putting down their footprint for decades and decades and centuries to come. When somebody is going to down the line search my name, I work with heritage arts and culture, my name is going to come up. Like, I've been able to document so many sites that looked like something in the 2016, and they look absolutely different now. So I think there is like a huge opportunity where there is a bull market, or there's underdeveloped kind of scenarios, which is my country also. So I think that resilience kind of is natural, or uh, it kind of comes just like that. So it's not a big deal for me, the bear market or the bull market. I am really happy though that people are saying that this is the bull market. I don't know how much is it for the artists, because I know each one of the people here, they have a really unique style, and I got to know them over time. And these people are great people, but I don't know how much of a bull market this is for each of these people and me. So yeah, that's about it.
Um, I'm definitely going to agree with you that the bear market is a great time to build, right? It seems like when the bear market happens, it clears out a lot of the noise, a lot of the just a lot of distractions. And then it seems like in a bear market, you really find out who's here to stay and who's coming and going. So it's a great time to build because it's a very quiet time. It allows you to focus and move forward. So it doesn't only sound like that you're becoming a leader in NFTs and the NFT world, digital collectibles, and everything that's taking place in Web3 in your country, but also a very successful community as well, and still growing, And then now here we are, Super Community 6, and I got a chance to get to meet you, meet your artists, meet all you guys. Maybe you could talk about some of the accomplishments that have taken place since you started Chap Global, and then maybe you could also let us know some of the arrays of different things that Chap Global offers, and why it would be a great place for artists to check out, especially if they're onboarding or they want to get to learn, or take it from there, Minor.
All right. So if it comes to like accomplishments, I think that's very subjective. So I can say that there is a lot that has happened with Sharp Global in the last year, especially that we've been able to do. I think I completed like 13 issues of my newsletter, so that's a huge deal. And I think in the last one, so I always say this, I'm big on this, but a lot of people don't agree with me. That I think we should try out, not like invest completely, but at least try out the different platforms that are coming out there for artists. And I did get to do that. And my last issue is about that. I actually got to, analyze the different platforms that were built for artists during this time, the bear market especially, or probably flourished during this time, or a lot of people got onto those platforms. So I got to analyze those, and looking at them from a distant perspective, I think there's so much that is happening, and then there is so much that people are doing. Where they say they're helping artists, but they are really not. And the people who are supposed to be making money and following trends and just running after those trends, they make money and they get out of the platform. But the actual artists, they don't get to, actually showcase, which I feel like out of all of the platforms that I've like experienced or analyzed, I think Drips has been my favorite, because I think there is like nothing, no barrier whatsoever. Like it is it is fun and games. Like it's like a game first, and then you get to explore so much. Like whatever content you want to put out, you can just do it. It's even if it's behind the scenes, you're roaming around, you're experimenting with different forms of art, anything. You don't even have to put out like complete art pieces. They can just be a process video, and then it kind of builds up to, like the final piece and everything. You can put out auctions. You can have so much to do, and also, like, I didn't go into it thinking or knowing this, but there's also like airdrops that happen on the platform, like with their collaborators and the people who are creating on the platform. So I think that is one platform that like really struck me as something that is very complete for creatives. It's not just a fluff, or just people are just making it, and it's the same UI UX, and then people are just going out. It's very like well thought out, something new. So that happened. And then I feel like one of the really good issues that I'm like my personal favorite is on the collaborations. There were two issues dedicated to those collaborations. One is actually from one of our artists here, the sober guy. He kind of came up with this whole, I think, never been done before kind of a thing. We know he's good with ideas. So he came up with this Montage Nation thing, where he, brought together for the first time like different artists. Like there's 15 artists, 5 pieces, and then there was a collage artist. So he kind of brought them together, and there was each piece was a collaboration between 3 artists and the collage artist. So I think those are the things that really excite me. And it went really well, and because it was bear market, so of course we weren't going to price them really low, so they were priced pretty high at zero point 0.5 ETH. So it was not easy for people to get them or jump into them right on. But there are so many things that just like that happen, and I get to feature them, or I get to archive them. So I think that would be like, to me, the biggest achievement would be, getting to archive or getting to analyze or getting to write history. What we were talking about yesterday, like, the things that we do, we meet each other, and these are artists, these are different artists. So, like archiving this and putting this down somewhere for people in the future to find, I think it's huge. So yeah, those are some things. Then we were able to do a really good project with British Council, where we brought together local artists. They would talk about local issues, economical issues, social issues. People talked about suicide, people talked about child labor, people talked about niqab issues, hijab issues. So there was so much that happened. And I think for me, one of my biggest achievements was the residency, because this residency was, I think, they couldn't be a more like a thing that was done with more minimum of resources. We spent our own money. We didn't have collaborators, but on the way we got collaborators. And because again, it's something that nobody has done here, at least. So on the way we got collaborators, we got free venue to just stay, very nice place, and all of that. So I think these are the things that really help. Sometimes we kind of, inhibit or kind of limit ourselves to think, big or what could happen. So I think I'm that person who gets to, like enjoy the possibilities that I think. So yeah, I'm really blessed like that. Yeah.
So that's how I got. We got 30 minutes to fit it all in, and so something that I've been doing, Manor, is I've been inviting the community, because it's interesting how all the community leaders are artists too. So I've been inviting the community leaders on for solo shows. So that's something that you have coming your way. But as an artist, right, and as seeing how the whole system works, and obviously you said to yourself, okay, there's a lot going on. Did you feel like it was like kind of like an overwhelming experience first getting on to the I mean, because, I'm an artist, you're an artist, right? And so I decided to bring this show into the whole Web3 digital collectible artist NFT community. And it seemed to take really well, right? Where it was kind of, slowing down on other platforms. And I was certain, not sure which direction to take it. And then here I am, and you put a lot of time, right? Because you see a space where you can help, right? There's an opening, and for me, it was a very overwhelming. For an artist, right, coming in and not knowing anything, it's very overwhelming in the beginning. I didn't know what rugging was. I didn't know what minting was. And now here you are, an artist. You come in, and then you create this community. And not only do you create a community to teach artists, about this overwhelming process and onboard and bring and help everybody who's kind of, coming in and learning, and also the community that you had before this. But then you decided to offer more products, right? A newsletter, and you started to dedicate more of your time to building, building this community, building exhibitions, building, all these opportunities where artists can get involved, building with other artists, building your newsletter, right? And so a lot of time. And so I'm just kind of curious, how do you juggle? Do you find it difficult to be an artist and a community leader? I mean, how's that working out?
I think it's not something that's new to me. I would I would go back where, so me and my friend, we started an agency and an e-commerce platform way back in 2017. And my sister is, my ever mentor, but she's a trainer also. So I had that life coach trainer kind of a scene going on at my place. So before presenting to an investor, we presented to her, and she's like, "No, how are you making money?" And I'm like, "What? She's like, "No, tell me how you're making money." And then we revisited the whole thing. Yeah, we revisited the whole thing, and from the very first month, we were making money. So that, that's something that she instilled in us uh, time and again, and we would go back to her. But in these 10 years, there's been so much grind that this kind of comes naturally to me. I see something, I like to explore it, and I feel like one of the biggest things I would say is the people you associate yourself with. And I think I've been really blessed, and I'm very picky also, with who I associate myself with, because I think that is a huge thing. So all the people that have been around me, even in this place, like the NFT space, like there are some really close people here in this group also, and I think those people kind of motivate you. Maybe they're not going to be doing the exact same thing, but that energy and the vision, or that kind of inspires you a lot. So that has been there. So I've never been able to, I've never had difficulty processing or juggling it. I love it. It's something that that comes very naturally to me. So that's not a big deal. But I just remembered that I missed a part of your question earlier. Uh, if anybody wants to get in touch, or become a part of the community, it's not a very typical or a very formal kind of a community. DM Chop Global on Instagram, or here me on Twitter, X, or anywhere you find me. You just drop me a text and we can have a conversation, because this is something I like to explore things. I'm not into doing the same thing over and over. So even my newsletters, they're not addressing the same thing every time. They have a different thing that I get inspired by. Sometimes my friend suggests it to me, sometimes I observe something, sometimes we have discussions, and it kind of takes birth out of that. So I think these are the things that are happening under CHOP. But so one very interesting thing that I'm doing in the near future is scaling up on the residencies, and I'm going to take them global, like hands down, someday, very soon. And the other thing is that I'm doing, because I work with culture, arts, and heritage. So I'm doing an e-commerce platform where I am, curating different brands that work with culture, arts, and heritage. And it's a very hand-picked collection of products that is coming out of, CHOP and my own personal brand. So yeah, that's something that I'm super excited about.
You know, you use the word explore, which is funny because I felt like I feel like I almost had the name of your show. I was almost called you Menorah the Explorer, because to write a newsletter the way you do, you really have to explore all different facets of everything, and you really have to dip your toes in. You have to look at every single little thing, and you definitely have to have a bit of explorer in you in order to make that happen. We're coming up on 12:28, and so you're not just 28 to 30 minutes moves pretty quickly, Minor. We have links. We have a lot of stuff that you sent me. I have a lot of links, and I want to show that to everybody. I want to do that at the end of the show. I want you to come back on. I want you to close out, and then we're going to bring up all the links. We're going to show everybody everything that you've been talking about, especially the newsletters, which I think are invaluable pieces of information. I want to show your website as well. I think it's great when a community has a website and a place where people can go visit. It shows the effort. But before, we come back on and do all that, I'd love to bring up, we got 6 artists that are all here. This is the first show. I almost believe this is the first show we have all 6 artists here to speak outside of the HOP show from the very beginning. So this is exciting to see these shows grow and the artists all appear. And, I like seeing the growth of these shows. What I want to do now is I want to start bringing on the artists, but we'll come back. And don't go nowhere, Minor. We're going to come back. We're going to go over all the links at the end of the show. I want to show them everything. But yeah, is that cool with you?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to head back. I'm going to introduce the first artist. We're going to get going on the 6 artworks that were featured in the Super Community Gallery, linked by art, linked by love. And then we'll get back to you and we'll go over, all the links and show everybody at the end of the show. But right now, let's get to the artist. Thank you, Minor. Okay. All right, guys. So let me get our first artist up before I introduce her. Hang on. Take that off pin. Okay. Myself. All right. We got everything good. All right. We're good. Okay. We're good everywhere. Okay. Hang on one second. Let me make sure everything is set. Yes. Okay. Okay. So you guys got a chance to meet Minor and listen to how a little bit about Chat Global. It's crazy. Sometimes I sit here, I watch this time, and this time flies, and it moves quick. Our our first artist up from the Super Community Gallery, from I gotta make sure I get everything right, from Chat Global, is we have Oya and Ozan Oya, but she goes by Oya. We're gonna bring Oya up right now. We're gonna talk to her a little bit about her and who she is and her art. Hang on, I think we got her. Yeah, okay. What's up, Oya?
Hi, what's up, Marc? I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. Welcome to the Hour of Power, Oya.
Thank you.
We're gonna kick these 15 minutes off, and what I would like you to do for me, Oya, is I would like you to speak a little bit about yourself and speak a little bit about your art. Introduce yourself to everybody, and why don't you take it from here, Oya?
Okay. Hello, everybody. First of all, I'm very excited to be here today, and I really want to thank everybody for this opportunity. I want to say one thing before I start. I want to apologize to everybody in advance because my English is not very good. So I had to prepare my speech. Can I start, Marc?
Yes, Oya, whenever you're ready. She's fooling with you guys. Her English is very,
No,
very good.
I'm just reading.
But go ahead, Oya, go ahead.
Okay. Hello, I am Aya, an artist from Turkey. I completed my education 4 years ago, and I'm actually an industrial designer by profession. Um, I'm currently working in the research and development department of a company that produces passenger seats, but I also have an artistic side. I studied fine arts in high school and university. My artistic journey started 14 years ago when I was in high school, and it has been a process of development since then. But I have been actively engaged in digital paintings for 3 years. It has become a journey of self expression as well as a journey of discovery towards the depths of my soul. Most recent influences include nature, surrealism, and figurative works. This shift has been a stage in evolution of my understanding of art and aesthetic preferences. And I generally follow an expressionistic approach. Experiencing different textures, compositions, and color palettes has allowed me to diversify my art and expand the ways I express myself. I always aiming to progress in my art. I want to offer viewers changing perspectives and deepening meanings. If I have to talk about my piece in the gallery, I have to say that this is one of the pieces that I have created so far that is different for me. Because even though I create colorful pieces most of the time, after creating this piece, I felt like I've never created a piece that looks so vivid and draws me in. In my work, I usually like to portray my inner depression and write a story about it. But I want to reflect this depressed and sad mood. And at the same time, I want to make sure that the impression I give to the outside is as colorful and positive as possible, because that's the kind of person I really am. And I usually add a piece of myself to a lot of my pieces. So I thought this piece will be a great fit for the gallery. And I hope that I could convey the fine line between color and positivity to the viewer.
Okay. Oh yeah. You want to bring the piece? Like, you know what? Let me move over here to the computer. We'll bring the piece of artwork up, and that way we could talk about it. We could show everybody the work of art. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Let me bring this up so everybody could see the work of art that you are referring to. Give me 1 second, guys, while I switch around the screens. Full vertical art. Yes. Okay, there we go. Let's make it smaller. Very good. And then let's see. There we go. Okay. Duplicate. Oh yeah. Okay. Bring this up. Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna bring up your work of art next to you right now. Oh yeah. Give me one.
Okay.
This is your work of art is entitled Rua, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Hang on while I get this.
Rüya is Turkish word, by the way. It means dream.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay. So your work of hang on, where's no, there you go. Hey. Okay. I'm just realigning everything here. Okay. All right. We got it. Okay. Oya, I have your work of art up called Rua. which means dream. Hang on, let me
Yeah.
switch. Let me switch the camera here so you don't feel like you're talking to an empty screen. Let me get this on. Switch this back. Okay, here we go. All right. All
Welcome.
right. Now I can now you see me. Okay. Oya, why don't you talk a little bit about this work of art, how you created it, and what it means to you, and why you thought it would be good for the gallery. Go ahead, Oya.
um, I don't know, my English will be enough for this, but maybe I can say that uh, sometimes when I not started to create something, I'm not thinking anything about it. I just start to draw something, and after I create and or creating uh, way, I don't know, uh, I feel some of emotions, and they are affect me sometimes positively, sometimes negatively. But when I started to create this piece, I always felt so sad, and I don't know why. But after I add some vivid colors into this piece, I felt two two different feelings at the same time. Maybe I can say that.
Yeah, no. So Oya, what? How is? I'm gonna bring it up also on Exchange Art as well, where it was listed for one soul and sold. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna and you know what? I'm gonna yeah. There we go. Okay. So there's textures involved. How did? What's your process of creation? How do you create? Do you what program? Do you draw on a tablet or a yeah? How did you create this piece?
Hmm. Uh, I used photo create when I create this piece. Sometimes after I finished my pieces, I always trying to add some realistic textures, because I really love to show that piece like physically, but they are not normally uh, like this.
Okay. It's a very, I think what people would call this over here is a very trippy piece. You have a lot of mushrooms going on and you have a lot of fluorescence. And
Yeah.
I would be curious to see what this piece would look underneath. Do you know what a black light is when it brings out the fluorescence in Oya? I would be curious to see this in a black light setting. And I would be very interested to see what this would look like, because that's what this reminds me of, and it feels like a lot of love in this piece. All right, Oya. Oya, really quickly, how let's so I have it up on Exchange Art, so you guys can. What's this? No, I don't need this. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. You guys can find, but Oya, can you do me take a quick minute, and if people want to find you, if people want to locate you, what's the best way for them to find you or contact you? If they want to see more of your art, where should they go? Where should they find you to get in contact with you?
If people want to see my other work, they can visit my official website. I designed by me, and all links are available on my X profile. They can use my Linktree link to visit everything.
Okay. All right, guys. So this is her link tree link next to her right now. This is also her X profile. She can also be found on Drip House. We're gonna bring that up real quick. There she is. Oh, there's Oya on Drip. And then you can see more of her work. This is her personal website that she was mentioning. Yes, we have a personal website here as well. Plenty of ways to contact her. Plenty of ways to find her. Not difficult at all. Oya, give me 1 second while I switch the screens back to normal. And then this way, we can, yeah, there we go. All right, everything's on point. Everything's good, 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 good. And let me make sure I switch this camera back for you so you can see me and you're not talking to an empty seat. All right. Oya, before we say goodbye, yeah, so 15 minutes moves pretty quick, huh, Oya?
Yeah.
Before we say goodbye, maybe you could leave us with a couple quick thoughts of inspiration, possibly for some other artists out there. I think it's amazing that you not only did you create this wonderful piece of art, and you had so much luck with it, but then also it's sold. And so I don't want to say luck. I don't believe in luck, but a lot of success. So maybe you could share some words of inspiration for other artists out there that might be learning about this whole NFT scene right now. And yeah, go ahead. Why don't you take it from there, Oya?
Okay, I was prepared for this question. Something. Uh, can I read again?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Uh, when I creating my art, I am always inspired by nature and melody, my memories, or the unique worlds of other artists. One of the artists who has influenced me the most is Alexandra Levasseur, whose work I deeply admire. The way the colors flow and how emotions come alive in her compositions really fascinates me. You can even see traces of her style in some of my works. For me, art is not only a means of expression, but also a journey of self discovery. That's why every line, every color, and every stroke tells a story in itself. In my work, I like to reflect emotions changing from the peace of nature to the chaos of the modern world. Everything that inspires me leaves a trace in my work. Maybe I can say this.
Okay. Okay. So Oya, I'm not sure. Did you prepare anything else or
Yes.
oh, you have more?
No.
Oh, you're good?
That's all. Yes, I'm good.
Okay. Oya. So believe it or not, that's 15 minutes. And it moves quickly. And you did awesome.
Yes, I do.
You should have never apologized for not speaking good English because nobody would have ever known. Yeah, okay, so I want to say congratulations on your sale.
Thank you.
Congratulations on
Thank you so much for everything, for your efforts, for Mahnur efforts, of course. This was very special for me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Oya. Congratulations on the Super Community 6 exhibit, and also congratulations on your success. And thank you for taking the time to come on the show.
Thank
And
you.
you're welcome. Okay. All right, guys. So that's a chance. You got a chance to meet Oya. Her, I think, yeah, both Twitter and IG handles, OZSENOYA, Ozen Oya. You can find her there. And okay, our next artist up is Netta. Hang on, let me get her ready. Netta. Here we go. Pin for myself. Take her off pin. Okay, we got her ready. All right, everything's good. Okay. Our next artist up is Netta. Let's bring Netta on. Hang on. All right, we got her. What's up, Netta?
Hello, Mark. Hello, everybody. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to talk about my work and the exhibition that we had with Chop Global and Mahnur and everybody. How are you doing?
I'm good, Netta. It's just I couldn't ask for a smoother and calmer show. So, whenever we have a nice, smooth show and everyone's here, I got a big smile on my face, and I get to talk about the stuff that I love the most, which is art. So, I'm very well. But Netta, less about me, more about you. How about you introduce yourself to everybody? Talk a little bit about yourself. Talk a little bit about your art. And after we get through that, maybe we'll head over and check out the piece that has been featured. But before we do, go ahead. Why don't you take it from there, Netta?
Thank you. Well, I'm a Persian artist. I've been painting since I was, I think, 5, 6 years old. But I had to study physics in university. People who are from the Middle East know the story. Like they tell you, paint, but study something more seriously. So I studied physics for a couple of years in a very, esteemed university as well. And then I quit and I studied painting. But all the years before that, I was also painting. So I've been a full-time painter for over 25 years now. I'm also an alternative printmaker. I did some alternative print courses in India during a residency that I attended. And I'm also a curator. I've curated 2 residencies as well in Turkey. And I joined the NFT art scene over 3 years ago. So that's just me in a nutshell.
Okay. Physics, huh? So, a little bit about my background. So I'm a mechanical engineer. So I took 4 years of physics as well. Just I think
So
physics.
you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, Physics, calculus, chemistry. Some stuff I did very well in, some stuff I did terrible in. I think, if engineering did anything, it taught me how to think very logically. What is can I ask real quick, what is an alternative print? Well, you mentioned that you were,
Oh, yeah. Alternative prints are prints that are not done digitally and are done like in the old ways, like creating cyanotypes or daguerreotypes and maybe silkscreen. They're done manually and they have a very, very artistic approach. So in the older days, they were the only ways to print. But as technology evolved, so they were not forgotten, but they were adapted by artists. So, for instance, I create cyanotypes or cyanotypes, they say. And everything is done manually, like you have to evolve the picture in the sun, and then it has to be tinted in tea, and then it can be hand painted. So it's photography procedures, but for me, I've taken a more painter's approach to it.
okay. Very interesting. Netta, while I do have one more question for you, but while I ask you that question, I'm gonna head over to the computer here. We're gonna bring up your work of art that was with Super Community Gallery. Hang on one second while I bring that up. What I was, I have a little experience with screen printing, and I'm not sure if you're familiar, but it sounds like you might be. There's a process where you actually I don't know if I'm going to say this right. I'm probably going to butcher this terribly, but there's a process where you have the ability to you lay down like a film, and then you expose the parts to light that you want to fall out, right? And you're nodding, so at least I'm on target here. And then the parts that you don't stay solid, and then that's what creates the film. I don't remember the process, but I remember doing a T-shirt and learning that process, and I thought that process was. And then I saw a real machine where they actually load, 10 or 12 or 15, and each one swivels and and so that is that's probably my only well, that and Heidelberg's, but that was 4-color processing printing, which just prints, nothing more than that. Netta, hang on one second. Let's bring up your work of art so we can share it with everybody. We got this and this and this. Okay, Netta. All right, awesome. Okay. Let me bring this over here. Okay, Netta, I have the offering next to you right now, and maybe you can. What happened there? There we go. Okay, and maybe you can speak. what's the matter? Oh, I forgot to switch the screens. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Let me switch the screens. Okay. Maybe you could speak a little bit about how you created this piece of art, the meaning behind it, also why you thought it would be good for the Linked by Love, Linked by Art gallery. And yeah, why don't you go ahead now to take it from here?
Well, the procedure is this is a digital collage, and it was created in Photoshop. So part of it, some parts of it are from an AI, several AI images. They've been cut by that, and other parts are photographs. And then I created layers over layers over layers, and then made it into a whole, unit. Because the way that I make collages is like, when you look at some collages, you can see that it's a collage. You can see that this has been stuck to that, but I don't like it like that. I like to start off as if I'm making a quilt, but in the end, I want it to be a whole. So it's as if it was from the beginning, a whole image. And the reason that I wanted to uh, the reason that I chose this for the exhibition is that it went well with what they wanted, the title, and also I always, works that relate with myself and with what I believe in. I always, show those works, and how they say that this is about Eve, but not just Eve as a person,
I was
like
gonna
she,
ask. I was gonna ask if this is the
yeah,
apple. And go ahead, go ahead. I didn't mean.
yeah. Yeah, it is. This is the offering of knowledge. Because, when you read the old stories, not the biblical versions, but, the other things, the stories about the Anunnaki and, Atlantis and stuff like that, that these, high beings came over here and they mutated us with their DNA. And then they gave us the gift of knowledge. And actually, that forbidden apple is the gift of knowledge, which also created conflict among the gods or these higher beings, because not all of them wanted us to have it. And that is actually why she, as a deity, has this color skin, because that color skin relates to, the Lord Krishna, and also the blue people. And also, when we want to say somebody is from noble blood, we say they have blue blood. So that coloring of her is not accidental. It relates to her being a higher being who is gifting us with with the knowledge. And then in her hair you can see the snake, the serpents, that which snakes are very, very powerful beings in history and in mythology. So the snakes symbolize the way that she was related to being a serpent that gave the apple. But in reality, it was a higher being with much, much knowledge that bestowed upon us this kind of knowledge that made us what we are today. We're not very successful as humans, I must say, with all the tragedy and things that we did, but probably it came from a good place, like the knowledge. They had faith in us. So that's the story about it.
Okay. I was gonna collage art, right? I feel like when it comes to collage art, the best thing that you can do is I'm a blender as well, right? I like to blend things till they look like it's a full actual piece. Rather than there's a style for collage, and then there's a different type of collage as well when you blend it all, and you did a very good job here, and I guess that's my point. That's what I'm trying to say, because I'm heavy into Photoshop, and I know my Photoshop. Not only that, but I like how you not only added textures, but the way the speckles. Do you have any experience with that? Have you had the chance to print this? Do you print any of your art physically?
No, not really. Of course, the prints, the cyanotypes, which are done manually, I print. But the digital art, actually, I've never had them printed because I'm a painter first.
Okay.
So I only started doing, I would make like digital art to create negatives for the cyanotypes. So
Okay.
that is how I initially, was got very, very much into making these collages before the NFT spaces. And then when I joined the NFT space, it was an opportunity for me to, work on these collages, but they've never been printed, not yet. People have asked me, like, do you want to sell them? Do you want to print them out? but not yet. They're just NFTs. But if somebody likes to print them out, like they really really want to, they could just send me an email or a text, and I'll send them the file. They can print it, but not for sale or anything. Not yet.
Okay. Netta, real quick, how can everyone find you?
Oh, I'm on X.
Okay.
They can find me there, and my link tree is there also. I'm also on Instagram,
Okay.
so they can find me there as well. My link tree is on X, and if they click on that, like all the platforms that my work is on, the NFTs, of course, are there. But if they want to see paintings, if they go on my Instagram page, they go like down. The paintings that I used to do before the NFT space, some of them are still there, like they can see.
Okay. I have your Instagram up right now. I'm scrolling through it so they could see it. I also have your X up. This is her link tree, guys. This is her X. So you guys see her X, you see her link tree, you see her Instagram. All right, that's how you guys reach out to her, find her. All right, give me 1 second, Netta, while I switch these things back. While I switch these screens back and I move back into position here, any future plans of combining the digital with the physical? Any thoughts maybe in the future, or have you already?
Well, I'm always experimenting. So now I'm very, very into understanding AI art more. Like this is the most exciting thing that has happened to me in a long time. Because uh, as a collage artist, I always face copyright issues, and you don't want to steal anything from
Right.
anybody. And then there was this thing that it can only to a certain percentage. If it's like the original piece, then it won't be considered theft. So when AI became accessible for me as an artist, the copyright issue was just went out of the window. So for me, I'm experimenting with AI,
Okay.
but AI in my new AI works are very much like tintypes, which is also a form of alternative printing. So what I would like to do, first I have to go back to India because I have to do a tintype workshop, which I couldn't do because of COVID. And then when I do that workshop, then what I want to do is to, with AI, make new negatives, and then I'll make prints, actual prints with those works. So that is what I want to do, but I guess that takes some time. But that is the plan.
Well, we're artists and we have a lot of time. Well, not really. We don't really have a lot of time. Um, but as artists, I think exploration is how artists grow. Netta, really quick before we say goodbye, any brief words of inspiration for all the other artists out there that might be tinkering or planning to explore the NFT world, or maybe dabble in art or get back to art like you have gotten back to art? Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you? Yeah, go ahead, Netta.
I just want to say it's not easy. It was never supposed to be easy. If you study history, you will see that it's a hard road, and there is not a lot of applause in it. So you're the one who has to lift yourself up. You have to believe in yourself, because a lot of people will just put you down because either they're jealous or they don't understand your work, or you're too ahead of your own time. So if you can do anything else to make money and be happy, go do that. Forget being an artist. But if you have that calling, like when you sleep, when you wake up, when you eat, you're thinking about creating art, just do it. But it's not easy. I mean, if you think you're going to be rich and famous and they're going to remember you, that is not the story. You have to think of yourself as the way that the Romans and the Greeks thought about themselves, that what will remain of you is your good name and your work. So you have to have that kind of mindset, I think. But keep creating. The joy is in creating, but maybe nothing else will come of it, but you will be happy.
Fair.
Not very inspiring.
Well, no, I just the pursuit of happiness, as I think the message, right? Pursue what makes you happy, and if
Indeed.
art is in your blood type, if art is in your blood, then I will attest. It's been a rough road. There's ups and downs, and you got to be prepared for both. But I think anything great in life never comes easy. So, you know, I don't think you're too far off kilter, but I think you're on point with what you're saying. Put in your hours and your time, and I think if you do, it'll pay off. But anybody coming in thinking that it's overnight success, I think there's times where that happens. But if you're really looking to create and have that become a career, it's going to take a lot of it takes a lot of work, and you're in charge of you as an artist are in charge of you as an artist when it comes to marketing. So, Netta, I want to say congratulations on the Linked by Love, Linked by Art exhibition, especially appearing in Chap Global and the Super Community Gallery. And I want to thank you very much for taking out some time, being on the show, introducing yourself, your art, and sharing some words of inspiration. Thank you very much, Netta.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk about myself, my work, and I want to thank Shop Global, Mahnu, Ordinary Artists, everybody that made this possible, especially you, Mark. It's been delightful to meet you and connect, and I hope to see your work as well. So this said, I want to say goodbye to everybody, and I want to listen to the other artists as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Netta. This year is the year for my art. Thank you very much, Netta. I'll see you at the end of the show. All right, guys. You got a chance to meet Netta. You got a chance to see your art, part of the Super Community 6 Gallery, the offering, Chap Global. Our next artist up, let me load her up. Let me get her ready. All right. Pin for myself. There we go. All right, we're gonna have to. Okay. Our next artist up is Ordinary Artist. Net also really quick. Netta's address for those guys. If you didn't catch it on X, it's at TAVALLAEE. Net N Tavalea. I think I got that right. Okay. And then you can also find her on IG as well. Our next artist up is Ordinary Artist. I think we have her right here as Ordinary Artist. She's ready to go. Ordinary, are you out there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, Mark. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Ordinary. How are you?
I'm great and glad to be here.
Okay, Ordinary. While you introduce yourself, I'm gonna bring up your X page, so at least we have something on screen that represents you. So at least people know that and your IG. But while I do that, why don't you give everybody a brief introduction to yourself and your art? Talk a little bit about you, and go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yeah, of course. I'm Aruj Fatma, an ordinary artist. Artistic name is Ordinary Artist, and I'm from Pakistan. So I'm a digital artist. So I can say I'm an artist from my childhood, and I inherited it. I think I can say that too from my grandfather. So when you inherit something from your ancestors, so it's a blessing. It's an blessed trait in me. So with that, I took my art skills serious when I was in college. I pursued a degree in zoology. And then in 2018, I started with sketching portraits, fan arts, and other stuff. And then in 2021, a friend introduced me NFTs. So I just launched a collection of colored souls on OpenSea. And then this journey started. So from there, 2021, 22, 23, and even 24, uh, with a friend of mine that is a Pakistani art studio Max. So with her, we started a collection, a brand, a non-profit initiative to support girls in Pakistan through art, through art, empower them with education in form of scholarships. So in 2024, in September, we started that. So in our list, we have among like 10 girls for now. So we are just trying something to build there, like like through art, through collaboration, through Web3. We are using it as a tool to show the Pakistan girls and the girl empowerment thing to the world, and we are helping in that. And that's all about me as an artist. I think I sum up all things about me.
Okay. Um, Ordinary. What do you think if how about we head over to the computer and introduce them to your work of art and show them? I think you guys, we have a lot of. I gotta tell you, I'm impressed with this group. We have a lot, not just artists, but very bright people who have studied different backgrounds and things of that nature. And so it's always interesting hearing the stories and talking to everybody. Give me 1 second, Ordinary. Let me rearrange these screens here and bring up your work of art. I'm gonna bring up your work of art first, which is, let's see, I have it right here. Where is it? Where are you? Did I? Yes, I think I did. I did. Okay. I know what I did wrong. There we go. Okay, give me Ordinary Elixir. I have a interesting story about this, Ordinary. I have a friend, and she asked me if I knew. She was coming up with a she was coming up with a what do you call it? Essential oils. She's very big into essential oils, and so she was coming up with names for essential oils, and she thought elixirs was a good one, and I have never heard of the word elixir before, and so that was kind of different. It was the first time I heard the word elixir. And now every time, I'm sorry, I'm just concentrating on bringing up your work here. Let me just make sure everything's right. Let me make sure everything's good. Yeah, we have your art next to you right now. Good, good. Okay, awesome. Okay. So the first time, let me work this camera back here so you don't feel like you're talking to an empty chair. Okay. Good. Lots of things to remember. Okay, now you could probably see me. So the first time I ever heard this word elixir was like maybe, I think maybe like 5, 6, 7 days ago. And she was talking about like naming her essential oil creations. And she brought up the word elixir, and I never heard of elixir before. It was the first time I heard that word. And then as I was going through all of your guys' art, I came up with your piece of art, and I'm like, elixir? How is it? That's I was like, now all of a sudden I see the word everywhere. So Ordinary, I have your work of art next to you, elixir. Why don't you talk about it? Why don't you talk a little bit about how you created it? And yeah, why don't you, go ahead, Ordinary.
Elixir is one of my favorite work too, and it is sold out on Primary on Object. So Elixir, it's a digital painting, hand-drawn painting, and I try to put all the details. If you zoom in it, the detail, the seashores, the way seashores are. So I try to did justice with this piece, and it is so close to my heart too, because as an admirer of nature. I was just viewing the seashores, the waves coming and they going, and they just the sand also like the going and coming, and there was so peace in that. So that inspired me that what if the nature stayed like this for forever, and though it can't, we human cannot also. So I just sketched it on my phone. I just created it and I completed it in just like in a day. And then I just thought that it can be elixir, that I just want that view to never end, like elixir. So this piece is like all inspired by the seashore, lakes, peace, and this all stuff. So this is about all about Elixir. This is a digital painting on my phone that I created by my finger.
Okay. What's crazy about this is I'm going to bring up also the object. It's listed on object. Not only is it listed on object, but you had is it a sale? Is this correct? You had a sale?
It is sold. It's
Oh,
sold.
to my friend Cyrus. Cyrus was on the show. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. So, crazy thing about this artwork, Ordinary, it gives me this. Has anyone ever said this drone? It almost feels like at first, right? If I didn't know any better, I would have said it was a drone shot. Looking at it very quickly, but now looking at it and realizing that it's a painting, I would have. Great job. I think that's what I'm trying to get out. Does anybody ever mistake this as a drone shot or think it's a drone photo?
Um, Some said that it looks like a picture, the photos that someone took. So I just said, no, it's a digital painting, hand-drawn painting. And I was so happy that someone can read and say something. There are some of my few arts too that people say they look like a photo, but they are not. They are digitally drawn. So that's a proud moment for me too. But I just say that this is a blessed thing that I have, that I can create the things the way that nature have created them. So that's an ability, a skill.
Excellent job. I thought the same thing. The minute I saw it, I said, "Man, this looks like a drone shot or a photo." And then now that you're describing it and realizing that it was a digital painting, and on your phone too, so a lot of talent. Ordinary. Really quickly before we move on to our next artist, what's the best way for an artist to what's the best way for people to see more of your work, reach out to you? I have your X. Is there other places that you might want to send people? Go ahead, why don't you tell them?
Well, anybody can reach me on Twitter, X, on X, DM me, shoot me DM, and on Instagram, I'm available there. So anyone want to reach me out, I have social links in my link tree. You guys can check them out and reach me out. I'm always available.
Okay. I have her X up next to us, guys. This is her X. And then I also have her link tree open so you can see her link tree. Her object, foundation, exchange. So obviously all over the place. This is her hug. I love hugs. Whenever I see hugs, I have to click on them. I think Hug is a great site. Very well done. And I think every artist should be on Hug. I'm also going to open up your Instagram so people could see your Instagram. All right, there we go. So this is your IG as well. So if anybody wants to see more of her art, you can check her out on IG. You can also check her out on, I still have it open, on the Hug. And not only that, but then let's also bring up her. Oh, we have her Twitter. What am I doing? It's right next to us. Okay. So let me reopen this back up. Let me reset the screens. And while I do this, Ordinary, before we say goodbye and move on to our next guest, maybe you could take a quick minute and maybe share some words of inspiration for all the other artists out there. And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would just say that there is joy in being ordinary. So try to enjoy the things around you in a hustle of a life, the ordinary stuff that you always like, people always like. Forget to enjoy the nature, and artists always enjoy that. So I would say that there is joy in being ordinary. So joy the nature, the things around you which you always ignore. That's by me, and I also want to thank Chop Global for featuring my work in exhibitions, in collaborations, and also in LinkedIn Art. So I am so grateful for it, and also to Mark for this podcast.
You're welcome. Ordinary, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. spending the time with us, finding the time in the day to come on and talk about your art. I appreciate that very much. I love when artists jump on. It always makes a great show when we have all the artists here talking about their art. So I'm very thankful for that. And I want to congratulate you on your Linked by Love, Linked by Art exhibition with the super community, and also with the fact that you Chap Global decided that your piece was going to be shown. And so lots of congratulations there. And also lots of thank yous for coming on the show. I appreciate you. And thank you very much. Okay. All right, guys. So you could find more of Ordinary Artist. I'll say her name one more time. At Ordinary Artist. At OORDINARY Artist. And also you can find her on IG at ordinary_artist9. Okay. Our next guest up. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to watch out for this one. This one can easily go overtime. Let me bring him up. Hang on one second. There's going to be lots of energy with this next guest. Yeah, I gotta watch because we're gonna be able to talk right through all of the times. So I gotta be careful. Let's bring him up. Hey, sober guy. What happened? We got a freeze here. Give me 1 second just to reset everything. Where are we? Why is our Sony freezing here? Cam link. This. Let's bring this back. Okay, there we go. Hey, always a glitch. Always a glitch. All right, sober guy. Are you out there?
GM, what's up? What's up? I'm here.
What's up, sober guy? Some of the best energy that I've come across. I'm gonna. I know your camera is. You got issues with your camera, but so give me a second. Well, let me bring up. Let me bring up your page. So at least sober. Let's see where we go. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, I want to thank everyone, especially Sketch and Chap Global and Mahnur and all the artists that I'm sharing the panel with. It's really an honor, and I'm very happy to be here. This is my first time. So I am really thankful, and for all the listeners as well for taking your time out and coming to listen us and support us. This means a lot. So thank you very much. Wishing you all a very happy new year, and I hope good things coming in your way. And also, last but not the least, my man Mark, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you very much, man, for doing this. I owe you big time.
You don't owe me anything, sober guy. I love art and I love artists. And the fact is I love to see artists succeed. So it's my pleasure, believe it or not. I'm glad that you're here. Why don't you take a couple minutes really quickly, introduce yourself, talk about you, your art, and take it from here, man.
Yeah, so my name is the sober guy, but this is my artistic name, but my real name is Faizan. I'm from India, but currently I'm residing in Dubai, and I'm just a normal guy, like Amlok, the mango people, the everyday people. So nothing very special about me. And I do art. I got into NFTs in the end of 2021. It's been 3 years, and it's been very nice for me to be here because I met so wonderful people, including all the members in the panel and the sketch and Mark as well. And it's very good to have an artistic community because I have experienced that, when you're an artist and you have your friends, everyone have friends, right? But the thing is that they don't understand you as like, your artistic side as an artist would understand you. So it's been great for me to explore NFTs. I've been doing arts and graphics since 2014, and I back then I also used to do some sketch as an exercise, but then I stopped and I was moved to digital thing, and since then I never stopped creating, and I've minted a lot of my works on different various platforms. I'm also trying out AI from past 1 year, and it's been good. I have created some pieces which I'll mint in the near future. I don't know, but yeah, and yeah, I mean that's all. That's nothing very special about me. I'm just a normal guy.
Okay. Well, I have questions. I can't have too many questions because the time's not built for it. But you're in Dubai, and they're very up on the technology. Not only are they very up on the technology, but they're very up on crypto. They're very up. They're with Dubai is very high tech and with it. Is there a nice now? From what I heard, there's a very nice art scene out there. I would imagine that they are very for NFTs, digital collectibles. Any thoughts on that while you're out there?
Yeah, I've been trying to connect with people, and I've been to some exhibitions as well. So it's the art scene is really well here in Dubai, and I've been trying to connect and get into the communities that I can. So I haven't really met a lot of people yet, but I'm still exploring that as well. And there are a lot of exhibitions and events going on around crypto art, blockchain, and everything. So I'm trying to participate like as many events or as many exhibitions I can. So I'm on that path, but it's very high, I will tell you.
Well, I'll tell you what, sober guy. While I move over here to the computer and we bring up your piece of art, and we talk a little bit more, I do think that you are in a really good position. I think you're in a really good spot for art, digital collectibles. I think that where you are right now is super on target, and yeah, I don't think differently with that. So I think that you're in the right place at the right time, and if you connect with the right people, I think all the right doors will open. Give me 1 second while I
Yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. On that mark, like since I stepped into NFTs, my ultimate goal was never having a sale. I was too afraid to you know let my works out, because I thought that people will judge me, because I don't think I see a lot of great art coming into coming into NFTs, and I was very afraid. But with time, I grew out of that, and I started to mint. And so I was like, just I want to hang out with the similar kind of mindset people that an artist should have, so that they motivate you, and there is uh, constructive criticism as well, so you can improve. So that was my main goal, and that's why like I was never hard on chilling or getting my work sold. So in 3 years journey, I only had like two sales, and which was very what would say very surprising, because I never pitched my art to buy, like and getting into DMs and everything, but it happened automatically. And on the 1st of Jan 2025, I got a sale from Nick Kalyani, and that was also very surprising. One of my friends shared the work, and then he bought it. So I mean, I don't know, so it's very surprising, and I was overwhelmed. So that's the scene. I mean, I just want to be here and create solutions for artists. That's why I did a lot of collaborations, and we came up with Montage Nation, me and Manur, and we bought artists from different backgrounds and different countries, and bought together and did a collage. And that was one of a kind collaboration that we did in NFTs. And also we did one on an object, which was a calendar. So yeah, I mean, I'm more into that kind of side.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you have a very, now that I'm looking at some of your stuff, you have a very distinct style, and I like it. I like it a lot. Which you know what, I like your energy. So I already know that I like your art. When I like someone's energy, I already know where it's going to head. You have a very distinct style that I think stands out. We have right now up next to you a virtual muse, a digital diva's demeanor, which was selected by Chap Global, and was part of the Super Community 6 Linked by Love gallery. Why don't you speak a little bit about this work of art, how you created it, and what it means to you, and why you thought it would be great for the Super Community Gallery? Did we lose him? Hang on. We lost him. We lost him. Okay. Well, while we wait for him to come back, because I have a feeling he will be right back. Hopefully, it's not a phone die. Hopefully, we didn't lose a. Hopefully, his phone didn't go dead. I know he was having some phone problems. But while we wait for him, so guys, we're gonna push the time back a little. We're gonna wait for Sober Guy to come back on, and while we do that, we will look at some of his art. While we wait, this piece right here was the piece that was featured for the Super Community Gallery, Virtual Muse, a Digital Divas Demeanor. As you can see, his artwork has very specific style to it, especially almost tribalistic. I'd prefer him to speak about it. But while we wait for him to come back, let's open up his link tree. Let's get his link tree going.
Yeah, I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Okay, there you are. Very good. So Sober Guy, we have a Virtual Muse, a Digital Divas Demeanor open next to you. Why don't you speak a little bit about this work of art, how you created it, and what it means to you, and why you thought it would be a good work of art for the Linked by Love Gallery. Go ahead, man. Take it over.
Yeah, sorry, it just got disconnected. I don't know. My
It's all
phone is
right, man.
acting
It's all right.
weird.
Don't worry about it. That's you talking to me like we haven't had these problems before. We always have. We these live shows. We never know what to expect. So don't
Yeah,
apologize. Yeah, just talk about your art, man.
yeah. So, I came up with this collection last year when we used to host regular spaces, me, Manur, and one of my friend was also there, Kaleem. And, everyone's talking about the AI and how the AI is taking over and the AI agent and everything. So it just struck my mind that, how people would look with a glance of digitalization within their lives, and that's how I came up with this, and that's why it's called Virtual Muse. That's the inspiration behind it, and the collection name is called Tomorrow's Portraits, Faces of the Future. So that was the whole idea behind this, and I create this artworks in Adobe Illustrator. Each motif, the lines that you see, is hand drawn using the pen tool in Adobe Illustrator. It usually takes me 100 to 120 hours for each piece that I create. And it's something like I called it the motifs art form or art style because I haven't seen anyone doing that. And I don't know if some kind of like art form exists like this because it just came to me naturally when I was struggling with my artistic journey and I was sitting trying to create something. There was a piece of cloth lying there, which is like a tradition of my city. And when I looked at it, there were lines and it was appearing to me like a face. And that's the inspiration for my artwork. And I started to create it. And now I have, like, after working for 3 years on it, I think I did something good about it. So that's my artistic style. And that's how I create my artworks.
Now, you mentioned AI. You also mentioned 3 years. Did you say this piece took you 3 years to create?
No, no. This piece, like usually, any of my piece takes somewhere from 100 to 120 hours to create.
Wow.
And last year, a lot of people were talking about AI integration and how AI is generating artworks and everything. So I was like, I'll do something about it, and it came to my mind, and it got stuck. So I created the whole collection. And at that time, there was also airdrop season. A lot of people were. Uh, Farming airdrops. So I created a piece around that as well in the same collection and I minted it. So that's why it's called Tomorrow's Portraits, Faces of the Future.
I question real quick, Sober Guy. How was this created? Was this Photoshop? Is this AI? Is it a combination of different things? How did you create this work of art?
So I created this in Adobe Illustrator. The each motif, the line that you see is hand
So
drawn
those are all
using the
vector. That's vector
pen
art.
tool. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
it's
okay,
pen tool using the pen tool in Adobe Illustrator.
okay. So I have your foundation up next to you.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's portraits. I'm just gonna click on this. It's part of this tomorrow's portraits. Um, yeah, I like these. I like these a lot. Good job. Um, the this virtual muse, a digital diva's demeanor. Really quick, sober guy. I don't want to get too far off track. I know we had a couple technical issues, so we're gonna bump it up. We're gonna go a little few minutes over, just to make sure we make up. Question.
Yeah.
What's the best way for someone to reach out to you, someone to contact you? I have your X up, but is there other ways?
Yeah, you can text me on X, or you can DM me on Instagram as well. I'm very much active there. Apart from that, I have my work minted on Exchange Art Foundation and Object as well. But mostly, I'm on Object. I'm doing AI,
Okay.
which I'm experimenting from last 1 year, and now I'm also on Drips on Solana. So you can just DM me on X or on Instagram,
Okay.
and I'll be quick to reply.
Okay. Um, I have his. So guys, next to his piece, hang on. I have his X up, right? This is his X, guys. And then I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? I should bring it over here. That's what I should do. Right. Okay. I have his X up, guys. You see his link tree. That's his link tree. This is his X. This is his X on the left side. Let me get myself situated here so I make sure everything is in the right place on these screens. Okay, so you guys have seen his X. This is his link tree. Let me bring up his X for everybody over on IG. Okay, there you guys got his X on IG. You have his link tree. Clearly, he's very well located on Foundation, Exchange Art, Object. Um, also, check out the Montage Nation, which we're going to take a look at the end of the show. Shape, Wallet Bubbles, also Drip, Remix. So Sober Guy is everywhere. Also the Hug. Got to click on the Hug. Got to check it out. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Sober guy is not local; he's international.
yeah. Sober Guy is clearly global. Chap global. um,
Yeah.
so yeah, and then here is his. We got his gram up. Check his gram. Some of his photography. Some of his shots. All right, sober guy. Just checking. Just
Yeah,
checking.
and also I want to add that whatever piece I create is a part of me, because mostly I'm a writer as well. Like I do sometimes I do write some poetries as well. So it's a part of me, or it's the part of the stories that I hear from my close ones, or maybe I'm every day out there with people trying to know their story, and that's inspires me to create art. And so this is like my, and I treat NFT and blockchain like as a journal of my life, because each piece represents a phase of my life that I've created. And I know, like, when years later I'll return to this, like how people write diaries, I'll return to this and I'll say that I was going through this phase, that's why I created this artwork, and that's the description that I'm talking about. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, that's it.
Awesome. Faison, awesome. I'm going to reset the screens, and while I do that, give me 1 second, and I'm going to bring the. Let me see. Full double. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're still moving. Yes, we are. All right. Faison, the sober guy.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Before we say goodbye and move on to our next artist, maybe you could leave us with a couple words of inspiration for other artists out there. You are very inspired. You're a very inspiring guy. You got a lot of energy, and I love that about you. Maybe you can share some of that energy with all the viewers out there, all the other artists out there watching, and yeah. Maybe give them some of that good stuff. Go ahead, Faison.
Yeah, I mean, forget about the bull or the bear market. It's all about what you do and with the opportunities and the resources that you have. So I feel that this year is all about manifesting and winning. If you take it as a new beginning, like every day you start a new day. So you might find that it's all dark and everyone's making it out, and you are not, or you are not capable enough, or you are not doing it. So I would say that is just a self doubt, because Rome was not built in one day. So you will also not get success in one day. I mean, I hope you get, and I manifest it for you all who's listening and who's on the panel, and my man Mark as well. But you have to take every day as it comes, and start fresh. I mean, it's all about winning. We have a big opportunity, and forget about bull or bear or anything. Believe in your art, believe in yourself, manifest, and I'm wishing you all very good luck and good vibes and manifesting good health, wealth, and lots of eat sales for you all, my guys. Thank you very much.
Faison, great job, bro. Thank you very much. Manifestation, power of the mind. But before we'll talk about that for hours. But before we do, I want to say congratulations on the exhibit with Linked by Art, Linked by Love. Congratulations on the piece. The piece is available on Base, I believe, on Foundation. You guys saw that link. And yeah, I want to say thank you, Faison, sober guy. I appreciate you for taking your time, your effort. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate you being alive in the group and getting everybody going. You like the hype man, and I love that. And, lots of good energy from you. So I want to say congratulations to your
Yeah.
success. And I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mark, the man, the myth, the legend, my man, my elder brother, Mark. Thank you very much. This is like, I'm very happy, and I already feel like a celebrity now. So I just can't express it because I'm not a like very expressive guy. I'm very overwhelmed. Maybe I'll create art and I'll tag you in that.
I would love for you.
Thank
I'd love for you. You know what I would love for you to do? We got to get that camera fixed, so we get you on HOP and get you on a HOP spotlight down the road. But for now, I want to say thank you. Keep up with the great energy, and I know you will be one of the friends for this. I make friends. I know who's hanging around, and I know who's not. So I'm sure that we will both be around in this little sector of art in this world for a nice chunk of time. So I look forward to getting to know you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna move on, bring up the next artist, but I appreciate you and I appreciate your energy. Thank you, bro. Okay. All right. So for you guys, the sober guy, you can find him on IG at the sober guy. .im. You can also find them on X at the sober guy _. Okay, so for our next artist up, we're running a little late, but that's okay. I didn't want to cheat sober guy of his time, even though he had some little technical difficulties. That's not how we roll. Our next artist up is Gilda. So Gilda, I think, actually was on one of our shows before. But this time, let's bring her up. Hang on, let me go find Gilda. All right, this, and just move this right here. Gilda, where are you? I gotta find the window you're in. There we go. Okay. Let's take this off, and let's bring Gilda up. Let's make sure we got Gilda. Gilda, I need you to come off mute whenever you're ready. Okay, hang on one second. Let me get myself situated. Okay, so we've had Gilda on once before. I'm almost positive she was on another community show. Let's bring her up and say hi. All right, Gilda, say hello to everybody.
Hi, Mr. Mark. Hi, everybody. I am very happy to hear you and friends and see you all. This is a great opportunity for me, and I'm grateful to be here. Thanks, Mahnoor, Sketch, linked by art, and amazing, Mark, for all of your efforts. Nice
Yeah.
to see you.
Thank you very much, Gilda. I appreciate that, and welcome back to the show. And nice to see you this time. So, yeah, let's. Why don't you take a minute and a few minutes, talk about you, your art, introduce yourself to everybody, and yeah, take it from here, Gilda. Go ahead. You know how this goes.
Okay, thanks. I want to say something about myself, my journey, my technique, and some of my art so quick because I want you know me more. My real name is Kimia, and my artistic name or stage name is Gilda. Gilda's mean is always be happy, and I chose this artistic name when I entered NFT market. And I chose this name because I always invite others to strive to achieve their dreams. And also, my daughter's name is Gilda, so I chose this name. About my technique, I'm a physical and traditional artist who started painting 7 years ago. In the earlier, I used thinner colors. In addition, acrylic painting, mm, but because of the smell of thinner, which is similar to gasoline, and I had allergy to its smell, so I decided only use the acrylic colors for create my arts. About my journey on NFT, more than 2 years ago, I entered the NFT market, and which this opportunity allowed to me to share my works and opinions with a broader audience. My art primarily focus on theme of women, their dreams, their limitations, and their challenges. Of course, I create arts about other subjects. For example, I create a masterpiece about war and its devastating effect on children and their life and dreams. Akira talks about forced marriage of women due to traditional beliefs that exist in some societies, or create arts about forced migrations women due to various reasons such as economic problems, war, and racism, and other reasons. I create arts about blind women and their problems to be in societies because some families, due to wrong thinking, prevent these people from being present in society. I want to say I draw inspiration from real stories in different society for create my arts.
Okay.
About style, I like the styles of expressionism and cubism and use them.
Okay. Gilda, what do you think if we want to? Yeah, let's move over to the computer and show everybody your work of art, and let's talk about it. I'm excited to bring up your work of art. I'm excited that you actually that we could see you this time as well. Give me a second while I reset our screens and I bring up everything. There we go. Very good. Full art. There we go. Okay. I see you have your art. Is that your? Those are your works to your right on your right hand side behind you.
Yes, of course.
Ah,
This is my masterpiece about mother.
I see you have. So we have physicals. I like physicals. Do you find the switch from physical to do you find that the switch from physical to digital has been a difficult one, or just something new in the art world?
Um,
So we got, hang on. 1 second. Okay, Gilda. I have it. Okay. Okay, Gilda. So, Gilda, we have your work of art, Mother, next to you. And do I have the camera open? Did I switch it back? No, I didn't. Hang on 1 second. You're probably talking to an empty chair. Okay, there we go. All right, Gilda, what's up? I have your work of art next to you, Mother. Why don't you take a couple minutes and talk about Mother and talk about how it was created and the meaning behind it and why you thought it was right for the Super Community 6 Gallery. Go ahead, Gilda.
Okay. The first I want to say about theme of the Super Community Gallery. The theme of the Super Community Gallery was about love. And this piece is all about love, a deep human connection that we can all relate to. About inspiration, it was inspired by my personal experience with my mother during her knee surgery. I was so emotional. I wanted to depict the story of a mother's love and sacrifice. About creating this piece, I created with this acrylic. Initially, I thought of painting a hand that symbolize mother love for her child. Ultimately, I created a painting in which an older woman, older mother, is giving light and gift to her child. Mm, the light symbolized mother love. And around it, I depicted the states of motherhood. This piece not only tells the story of a mother's life, also display deep and beautiful emotions.
It's a very nice piece, Gilda. You also, it seems like you've included the whole life cycle of and a few memories as well. And then it's nice to actually see the piece next to you towards your right. That's the piece right there. It's also on object, which I want to show. I'm going to bring up object right now so you guys could get a really good look at it. You could see the texture from the physical as well. You said acrylic on canvas, yes?
No, this piece I created on glass.
Acrylic on
Glass is so
glass.
important. Yes, yes, this
Really?
is one of my technique on glass.
Oh, that's interesting. So you paint on glass. It's
Yeah.
so yeah, I was gonna say this is a very interesting texture that I haven't come across this type of texture yet. Is this texture is glass part of the reason how you get this texture, or is it just a technique?
No, I use only acrylic paints for creative. I create also on canvas, on glass, on pottery, and yes, I only use acrylic.
Okay. Glass is very different, but nonetheless, 10 editions and have all sold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All 10 have sold. Congratulations. Good for you. Doing very well. Gilda, 888 show. You were part of the 888 community show, but we didn't see you on there. But I'm happy to see you now. Gilda, really quick, what is the best way that people can, if they want to see more of your art, if they want to see more of your catalog, what else you have, if they want to follow you or contact you, what is the best way for someone to contact you, reach out to you? Yeah, go ahead, Gilda.
You can, everybody can find me on social medias like Instagram or X, and I have different art on different platform that everybody interested can find them on my Linktree link. And I want to use this time and happy to announce that in 2025, due to new laws in my countries, I will be able to ship my physical books to other countries with any size. I sent one of my piece to America last week, and it will reach its owner in 3 weeks.
Okay. So you have the ability to ship. Now you did send me.
Yes.
Hang on one second, because I. Okay, you sent me your link tree. Okay, that's what that link is, Kim. Because you sent me Kim.mim. You sent me 2 links here, Gilda. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with if you wanted to talk about anything, but let me see. Oh, okay. So Gilda, I'm gonna bring up. Oh yeah, this is your link tree. Duh. Okay. I didn't realize it was different. All right. So I'm gonna bring up your link tree. I have your X here as well. Your work of art, which is a tapestry of infinite love on object. Let me bring up your link tree real quick. You guys can see more of her art at Wallet Bubbles or Vitruvio. Is this a website? No, that's a site. That's that link. Okay, hang on. Foundation, remix. Also exchange art. Yeah, object. She has a hug. Let's show her hug. Okay, this is if you want to check out more of her art, you can check out more of her physicals on Hug. This is her hug. And then it's Instagram. Yeah, we didn't bring up Instagram. Okay, we'll bring up your Instagram as well. Why is your Instagram link not working? Hang on, let's find you on Instagram. There you are. Okay, and this is, I think, the missing link. You might want to just check that Instagram link, Gilda. I think that Instagram link is a little twitchy. And this is her on Instagram as well. So if you want to follow her journey and check out more of her art, more of her physical art pieces, plenty of them. And a lot of success showing on screens, Gilda. All right, good for you. Look at you go. All right. Gilda, I'm going to reset the screens here real quick. Give me a second while I reset everything back to normal. And double guest. Oh, my battery's dead, so we'll go full guest. And while I switch this, let me switch this. There we go. Okay, so while I switch the battery, Gilda, maybe before we say goodbye, we move on to our next artist, you can share with us a couple words of inspiration for other artists out there who are currently maybe venturing into the space for the first time. You have had a serious, a lot of success, Gilda. You've had a lot of success in the NFT area. Let me make sure we could see me. Yeah, you can see me. Okay, good. Everything's good. Let me put the camera back on so it looks like we're talking to each other. There we go. Okay. So Gilda, you've had a fair amount of success from what I'm looking at. You were already on another community show at 888 Community as well. Maybe you could share a couple brief words of inspiration for other artists that are just finding out about NFTs or NFT art, and maybe share a couple inspirational words with them as well. Go ahead, Gilda. Why can't I hear? Gilda, you're on mute. There you go. Okay, Gilda, really quickly.
Oh, have you me?
Yeah, just no big deal. Just a couple. Let's do that. Let's try that again. Just a couple quick words
Okay.
of inspiration for everybody out there. Go ahead, Gilda.
Thanks. For other artists, I would say to always listen to your inner voice and inspiration from your own experience. Artist journey and every step you take will lead you to growth and progress.
Okay.
Good luck to every artist.
Okay, good. Thank you, Gilda. Gilda, I want to say congratulations on the exhibit. Congratulations on being on the show now for a second time. It's exciting to meet you face to face, and excellent choice for the show. It was great to meet you on 888 Community Show, and now I got a chance to really meet you on Chap Global. So you guys are all, there's a lot of surprises on Chap Global here. Gilda, thank you very much for finding the time, for coming on, for being part of the show. Congratulations on the Linked by Love, Linked by Art exhibit. Well, I should say that back. Linked by Art, Linked by Love exhibit gallery. And congratulations on all your success, Gilda. Keep going.
Thank you from you, Mahnur, Linked by Art, and everybody. Nice to see you. It was great meeting.
Awesome. Thank you, Gilda. I'll probably see you on the next one. All right, guys. So that's the second time Gilda's been on the our super community gallery shows. This time we got a chance to meet her face to face. For you guys that are wondering, her IG is at Gilda underscore at 8fat, ATEFAT. Gilda, GILDA underscore ATEFAT. And then on X, it's at ATEFAT, capital G. So you can find more of her work. You can reach out to her. Physical artist right there. Very nice. All right. Our next artist up, hang on, let me see if we can get him. Let's bring him up. All right, very good. He looks like he's ready to go too. All right. All right, there he is. He's smiling. Look at this. Kunal. Let's get you up here. Say hello to everybody, Kunal.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm so excited for this.
All right. Very nice to meet you, Kunal. I spoke to you so many times in spaces, and now I get to meet you, digital face-to-face. Welcome to HOP. So, Kunal, why don't you take a couple minutes, introduce yourself, talk a little bit about you, your art, and how we got here. Go ahead. Take it over, man.
Okay, first of all, thank you everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak about my work, myself, and it's a privilege to be in this panel with so many veterans like Neda and Gilda and people who are my contemporaries, Manur, Faizan, Ordinary, Oya. Very excited to be a part in this panel and to speak about my process, work, journey, everything. I love talking about processes, my journey, how I started, because I think it's also a sort of a love letter to my childhood and things which I always wanted to do and which has been manifested like magic. So yeah, I'm very excited to speak about all those things. So hi everyone, I'm Kunal Devnath. I'm a fashion designer and a multidisciplinary artist based in India. I started art from a very long time. I started in my childhood days, going to kindergarten. I started doing art schools, going to art schools, and my fascination with art started really early on. And I think I was a very creative child, so I had a lot of creative instincts, and my parents always wanted me to follow what was very naturally inclined towards, which was art and music and theater. So I did a lot of those things, a lot of aspects of artistic practices, because the community also of which I come from in India is also very, very artistic. They are all very artistic people. And so poetry, music, dance, literature, everything was a part of me growing up in my formidable years. So art has always been like my instinct, my way of just blooming and being in the world. So very it's not like a profession to me. It's more of like my everyday ritual. It's more of like my own demeanor. It's almost like I've been marinated into it from a very long time. Or maybe I was kind of um very aware of the higher purposes I had from a very early on. So I was very, very inclined towards art, and that's how I started going to art schools. I was trained by a lot of really great, amazing mentors and teachers, and then I pursued fashion design. And now I have a clothing label. We do um, handcrafted fashion accessories and clothing, and we retail to all the luxury stores in India. And yeah, so very, very excited. And my love for art and things which are handmade and made with love has a really, really sweet spot. So everything which I do is an ode to my love for handcraftsmanship, craft, heritage, culture, and things which have a really profound impact on society.
Fashion designer. Man, you guys got a list of resumes. And I thought I was interviewing artists. We got agencies, fashion designers, physicists. We got so many different, so many different backgrounds with you guys, and each one just as exciting as the next. Fashion design. I see that's interesting, because I believe that everybody, Kunal, I believe that everybody, whether you're creating art or not, I believe everyone has an artist in them, right? Artists in all different sorts of ways. Uh, and sometimes our art comes out in our daily jobs, or just anything that we do. So the way you mow the lawn, right? Could be an art. The way somebody, I often say someone's medicine cabinet, the way they align everything or organize everything, it could be art. It seems like it's fashion design, not only an artistic release, but a way to continue art, through a way of creating clothing designs. Was that ever in the plans, the fashion designer, along with the art, or was that something that just happened? How did that happen?
No, it was very planned actually. It was actually very planned because um, I think a lot of the events which happened in my life quite magical, and I don't know how to kind of pinpoint on things from my childhood, but I think it was kind of orchestrated in a way to put me here. You know, I could intuitively understand that I'm here for something really, really big from a very childhood, and my parents always wanted me to be what I really wanted to be. That was the biggest thing. I think my biggest blessing for me was that I was very aware of my intuition always, and I knew my higher purposes, my things which I'm really drawn towards, things which are really matter to me. And so fashion also came very organically in my life. And I have a very interesting story because when I was in fourth standard, I saw one of the biggest designers. Now he's the biggest designer. At that time, he had a graduation project and it was published in one of the newspapers. And that newspaper was um, covered in one of the tables where I was painting as a child. And I don't know. I saw something in that picture, and and it was something I could relate to and something I have never seen before, so it made me something, it made me feel something. I don't know, it's when I see good work and good art, I have the same feeling. I had the same feeling then when I was in my fourth standard, and he is one of the most prolific designers in India right now. And he studied in one of the most prestigious fashion schools in India, which at the end I studied it in the same school, and things just manifested very organically, I think. But I really worked hard for it because before going to the fashion school, I also studied a lot, and became very equipped with all the skills and talent what I really need to have as a designer. So fashion gave me a lot of understanding about culture, a lot of things about technique. A lot of my work is very, very influenced from fashion's craft techniques. So the craft technique which I use in my fashion has been translated into my techniques in art. So it's like complete overlap of two different forms of expression and trying to kind of manifest through me.
Nice. Something with you guys from India, man. It says you guys are very spiritual, and it sounds like you're doubling up on the art throughout your life. I'm gonna move over here to the computer canal. Hang on 1 second. Let's bring up your work of art. Let's talk about it. Um, it's this is, you guys don't realize, it's very exciting for me to meet all you guys as well, because I get to talk to all you guys in spaces, and then spaces I don't really get to see you guys, and now I'm getting to meet all you guys and see all your art, and so this is kind of like cool for me too. So it's not just me. I feel like all you guys are the celebrities as well. All right, Kunal. Seems like another physical. You're a physical painter. I'm gonna bring this up a little closer for everybody to see. Kunal, we have your piece here, which hang on, let me get the right name up. Billet Doc Duex to a barren land. Am I saying that correctly?
This is Bale due to a barren land. Bale due means love letter.
Okay, a love letter to a barren land. Go ahead. Why don't you talk about how you created it? And yeah. Go ahead. Talk about your art, man.
Yeah, so my practice is basically using humble materials and found objects, materials which are discarded or marginalized, and giving them a new form of identity through my means, through my techniques, through my concepts and things like that. So I'm very, very fascinated about sustainability, upcycling, recycling things. So my process is very sustainable. I always try to use refurbished materials, textile waste, a lot of humble materials, a lot of found objects like feathers, which I have fallen in the balconies and things like that. I just love collecting different kind of things and using it in my art practices. So that is something which is it's almost like the nature and everything is just co-working with me to create something very profound. So Ballet to a Barren Land is basically a love letter to our higher self. It's a love letter to your higher self who has been a guiding light, a angel for this material world, to guide us in this material world, and it's almost like it's a cushioning. It's a love affair. It's almost like someone is hugging. It's like the grandmother's softest cotton envelope or something related, like a home. The higher self always guides you to your higher self, to express your most authentic self. I always believe that. So I always love the idea of higher self guiding you through. So the Violet to Barren Land is a love letter to the higher self who has been guiding you through all the toxicities and all the things you're going through in the life. And it's trying to pull you through that. And also the pain sometimes is so beautiful that it works as an alchemy. It works as an elixir, like we said, to also kind of rip apart your path which do not longer serve you, in the long run, and it kind of rips those things apart, breaks you down, and then kind of emerges you into something more profound, and it evolves into a more different era of your identity. And I think that love letter is very essential. So the base layer is actually a discarded cardboard, which is layered with strips of cotton, which is again generated from my fashion brand. And I try to refurbish and reuse all those textile waste, which I actually generate through my fashion brand. So I use that in my art. So it's almost like everything is just walking in tandem, every process. And I also feel that everything that exists has to go, and it also will go and it'll come in different form. That also is one of the concepts of India, which is called the Kal Chakra, which is the evolution of time. So I think because you do not want to take up space, with time the space will go and create itself. So that evolution is very essential for humans to bloom and to find out new forms of expression and identity. So so and there and we kind of use all our experiences in our sass and our swirls and create new colors and new forms through identities. So Ballet to a Barren Line is a very special piece which speaks about our profound evolution and love affair with our higher self, who has been guiding out throughout our material existence.
Kunal, I also have your foundation up. Um, Congratulations on your sale. Uh, yeah, that's awesome. Um, I'm gonna open this up a little bit more. So really interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and say that are these some of the fabrics that you design with, or in fashion design? Did you? I from what I understood, you said that you use some of the fabrics. Diff- I see netting. I see fish. Fish. Is it fish netting?
Fish, fish nets.
Fish nets, right? So I see a lot of different. Yeah, most people you paint. You are actually including fabrics and pieces of your actual real life. So now speaking to you makes a lot of sense after listening to you speak, because it seems like you got the best of both worlds. Not only are you, getting to really push your artistic boundaries from all of the creations that you're doing with the fashion design, but then it seems like you're bringing the fashion design into the painting as well, in small fabrics and pieces that are helping inspiring you create this, and then the colors as well. The colors are a very nice combination of colors. When, out of curiosity, when you're painting a physical, does it also bring inspiration to possibly new fashion designs? Does it work vice versa as well, or
Uh, yeah, absolutely. Because my approach is not very specific. I like to work in a very fluid state. Sometimes, I mean, most of the times, until and unless it's a client, I love working in a very fluid state. Um, and also I love the entire concept of tabula rasa. Like you keep on churning and churning and experimenting and things like that. And there is nothing called perfection, which I have learned over the years. And it's a complete, it's also a form of how you evolve with time and space, and the materials also behave in a different way. And I genuinely believe that everything has a purpose and everything has a say in your life, whether it's a marginalized object, whether it's a very important object. Everything has a say, energy, your connections, everything kind of says something about a lot of things. So if you can understand those and incorporate those in your work, it kind of becomes more conceptualized and profound. And in terms of how it kind of manifests in my fashion design, I think a lot of the forms which I create in art sometimes get manifested in fashion, and also a lot of my textures which I create in um, in my paintings are actually translated into my garments sometimes. So that is also very interesting. So I love working with things which are extremely offbeat, like rugs, like discarded rugs, like cow dunks and things like that. Like I love mud. I love working with mud and things which are really, really earthy. I'm an art sign, so I love working with like tree barks and things like that. I love working with ashes, so I love all this, the materials of the world. I love that.
Kana, you bleed art. This whole group, you guys, this is like a very spiritual experience. Yeah, and a sale. Congratulations, you guys are. You guys are very spiritual. I'm so you're very in tune. This whole group is in tune. Um, Kunal, what's the best way for everybody to reach out to you or contact you, see more of your art, follow along? Where's the best places for that?
Uh, I have a website. You can find a lot of my work there. All the links are available in my website, and also you can see and watch a lot of my art videos, process videos on my website. So on my Instagram, you can see a lot of my processes, how I do, how I collect things, how my life is around art. So I love documenting my entire life in art, fashion, and things I do, and really, really means a lot to me. So I kind of document everything. So you'll find a lot of things around my life, my art, my processes on my website, and also on Twitter, of course.
Where is that link for that website?
It's on my link tree.
It's on your link tree. Okay. I'm on your link tree. I got your X. I got your LinkedIn. Which tab leads me to
kunaldemna.com.
Canal? Why am I not seeing it?
The link tree, I think the first one, because the link tree is also very abstract. There are nine
Oh, I
navrasas
got it.
written.
Oh, no, this brings me to exchange art.
Wow.
You know what, Kanal, real quick, drop me that link while I show
Okay.
you. Yeah, drop me that link in the DMs so I can bring up your website because I'm having a little trouble finding it. And in the meantime, I will show everybody. You guys check out his X. This is his link tree. His link tree is on his X. This is his X right here. This is his link tree. We're going to bring up his Instagram. This is his gram. You guys can follow him on the gram. Like he said, you can follow his journey as well. All right, come on. Let's see where else. We got his. Oh, we got LinkedIn. Look at this. We got a LinkedIn. You can find them on LinkedIn as well. Give me 1 second, Kunal. Let me get to this. Let me bring up your website. That's important. So I want to make sure I bring this up. Thank you very much. Excellent. You know when people listen. Let me tell you, because things go smooth when people listen. All right, this is his website, guys, that you see up here right now. Escape. Okay, so you guys can find it. No, there we go. Let's see. Where am I not seeing it? There we go. Okay, so on the left-hand side is his bar. We'll check out. This is his NFTs as well. There's videos, like he said. There's videos to see his processes on here. And click around, find them. So that is all the ways to find them. Okay, let me reset these screens back real quick. Canal. Let me go double guest, right? Bring this up, double screen. We got everything back to normal. Yes, we do. Okay. Canal, real quick, before we say goodbye, you are the closeout artist. And then we're going to bring Manor up. We're going to show some links of everything that she spoke about. But before we do that, and before we close out the show and say goodbye to all you guys, why don't you give us some words of inspiration? You seem like you would definitely have some for all the other artists out there. I feel like just speaking to you, speaking to all you guys, really, this whole show has been very inspiring. But why don't you close us out with some words of inspiration, Kanal?
Mm. I can only express the things which has worked for me. So I would say that stick to your practice. Um, um, Even if you're not authentic enough in your process, try to keep working, and eventually you'll find your style, yourself, your understanding of the world, and that would be expressed through your work. I think consistency is very, very essential. um and be unapologetically crazy, passionate, um like do everything you want to do without any sense of an apology, and stay true to your roots, stay true to your own self. You don't need to change a lot of things just to fit into a lot of market codes or norms or which are set by especially in NFT standards. And I think you can do a lot more if you kind of break free and transgress to create your own self of individuality and your own vision of the world. I think you will create more profound impact. I think that is very, very essential. And have fun and have real good fun and learn a lot. Learn a lot. And another thing which I really personally love is to study art. Um, I really love studying art. I love reading about it. I love reading critics about art and history and pop culture and things like that. So that has also brushed my entire intellectual understanding of art and practices. So I think studying art is very essential for contemporary art, especially because the work has become so volatile and it's so different now. It's more and more um it's more diverse, and everything is becoming art. And if everything is becoming art, what is really art? So that is also a question which I keep on asking myself. So I think those things are very essential, and have fun.
Good job, Kunal. Kunal, I want to say congratulations on all the success. Congratulations on the art sale. Congratulations on the Linked by Art, Linked by Love community. Also with Chap Global and the exhibition of your art. So I want to thank you very much for taking the time to come on the show, share your thoughts, and share your inspiration. And I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And I will see you in spaces soon.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the love, and thank you, everyone, like Mahanur, Chap Global, Marc, Sketch, Link by Art. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity and speak. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, guys. Well, you got to meet their 6 artists. This is I'm almost positive this is the first show since we started doing these HOP shows. We had all artists present. And so that's something special. And that's nice to see. Especially it's nice to see the growth. You know, we started off in the beginning, we had 3 artists here, 1 artist here, 2 artists here, and now here we are. We have all 6, and so that's very special because it means the show's going in the right direction, and it's nice to see people who you know we didn't see in past shows, and it's nice to get to know our artists, and yeah, wow, really cool. So. Okay, that's it. That's it. Let's bring Manor back up. All right, Manor, where are you? All right, there we go. Let's bring you back up.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. Okay, Manor. Let me do this. Okay. Manor, so that is the show, and those are your artists, your artist choices. Got a chance to see all 6 artworks and got a chance to meet all 6 artists. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move over here to the computer, and I want to go through some of the links that you sent me. I want to show your website, and I want to close out. I want to take about 10 minutes just to go through everything, and then I want to close out the show. And then I want all you guys to wave goodbye to whatever song you guys chose, which I don't know yet, but hang on, because we didn't get a chance.
We did not.
Oh.
We didn't choose a song.
Well,
oh, damn.
Well, you guys
But we
better...
can play Happy. Do you have Happy?
Oh, I don't
With
think we've had that one yet. No. Yeah, of course.
Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
I think that one
Okay.
it like matches the vibe here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a great choice. I think that's a great choice for you guys. All right, hang on. Let me go in here and bring up all these links here. I'm gonna actually you're gonna get the half screen treatment right now. Let me start moving things around. Let me go full screen. No, what are we doing here? Okay, webcam is up. We're gonna go full screen here. We're gonna go full screen here. Good job, guys. You guys did a knockout job. I'm very impressed. Yeah, I can't say enough about it. I know my excitement probably. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm gonna bring up your first thing. I'm gonna do, Manor, is I'm gonna bring up the first link, which is let's see. Okay, let's double this, duplicate this, and then let's bring this over here. Okay, so Manor, what I have next to you right now is what you were talking about earlier, which is you know what? I should also bring up your website first. Hang on, let's do that. I brought up one of your issue 13 of the newsletter, which I have next to you. But what I'm going to also bring up too is I'm going to bring up your website. Let's start there. I think that's important. Let's see. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Excellent. Okay. I have your website up next to you right now. Chap Global, which has been created, is now here on Chap Global. We have the magazine. Correct? Is that the newsletter?
So this is the main basic website for
Okay.
blog posts. It's I think with me, I try to like repurpose content in a way where people who have different ways or habits of consuming content, they can just choose the platform and they can just go consume it right on. So the style of the content on my website and then my newsletter and then my Instagram, the tone of voice is a bit different. The branding is consistent, but the tone of voice is always different. So it's like that. I've given you like a different link to the magazine
On
and the like
Substack? On Substack? Yeah.
no, that's the newsletter.
That's the newsletter. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, the magazine. Okay, I got it. I got the magazine here. Okay, hang on.
yeah.
Let me bring that up. Just you direct me, Manor, right? Whatever you want me to bring up, you let me
I
know.
think we can go just like link by link because this is a very experiential thing that I wanted people to like kind of have
Okay.
because
Yeah,
like there's so
because
much going on that people get confused sometimes.
you sent me a lot of links and I don't know where
Yeah.
to start. So run me through these links because it's clear
Yeah,
that
let's go through the fun
Okay,
ones.
okay,
Let me
okay.
just open it on this phone.
Okay,
Like,
yeah. You seem to put together a very neat list and a plan here, and so I would rather be out of this and just let me do my engineering here, and you guide us through. Go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you open the Instagram, I think that'll be the most fun thing to go through, like, to start with.
Sure.
And I also think it's very like super engaging,
Okay.
if I might say it myself. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I have Chap Global up now on Gram.
Yeah.
You tell me where to start.
So, you can just, I think people can go explore again, the word explore.
Okay.
But the like, it's a mix of everything that I do. I like things when they're exciting. So, the first three posts, it's a mixture of the exhibition that we did here. And then I think there's the newsletter, the celebration of the 12 months newsletter and all of that. So there's that, and then following that is a, like, compilation of the residency that we did just now, and the culture, arts, and heritage content that I keep compiling. So there's that, and there's just a mix of things there. I think like this is the feedback that I also get. There's something for everybody there. If you are a creative person, you can go and consume whatever you feel like. So I think in that way, it's something that engages people, and it's I just feel like, a person who's talking to you or engaging with your content or whatever, they should just be themselves, and if they connect with something, then they like connect with something. So it's like that, and on the basis of like we get engagement or DMs or people who get in touch with us on the basis of like different pieces of content. So that is really interesting to me. So yeah.
I love what I'm seeing here, Manor. You did very well on the gram. A lot of people have a lot of difficulties on the gram, but you didn't seem to have any difficulties whatsoever. I'm just going through some of the footage here and showing people the top 3 posts and everything that we talked about. But yeah, look at you go, man. Look at you go. Good for you. Yeah, shit. Good job. I always like when I see this level of success. You put in a lot of work, and it shows. And social media is a ton of work. Do you ever? How do you find the inspiration to continue going with all of this social media? And how do you find it to be demanding, or is it just something that's in your blood because of what you used to do?
I think a mix of both, but like if you think about the motivation behind it, I feel like I get really inspired with like pools of influencers or pools that kind of bring each other up, right? Pools of people where there's a web of different people, they come out to be influencers. Just like, if you just think about like the beauty industry, what they do is there's a pool of people and then they keep engaging and promoting each other's work, right? They engage with each other's work, and that is my aim with everything that I do. I have around like 3 socials just on Instagram, different accounts targeting different things. One I treat just like as my portfolio, and then there's the shop, and then there is the one that covers heritage, cultures, and arts specifically. Uh, so I connect with different people through these, and then I build that pool. So in order to build that pool, I need to be excited, I need to do this, and I feel like we're doing this on a regular basis, like with people who are in the creative industry or doing something or the other. I feel they're doing this anyway. It's just making it your reflex to capture it and put it up on Instagram or any other socials. That is the only gap that there is, and that is where I really promote the personal branding part of for artists and creative people, and how Kunal also just mentioned this, I think. But I feel like that the impact that Kunal also mentioned, that is what makes pools. And if I am losing my attention, I have a small like attention span. So sorry for that.
It's all right. It's all right. There's so much here, the show. But I want to say that you are succeeding at social media at a beautiful. I know it's as an artist. One of my biggest hindrances is social media. It's like, I gotta get the video ready. I gotta make the clips. I gotta edit the clips. I gotta prepare them. I gotta post them 7 different places. I gotta get here. Then you gotta go back and you gotta reply. You gotta thank you. Hey, everything. You gotta be interactive. Let them know that you're paying attention. And so you are succeeding beautifully at this. And not only that, but you have such a plethora of art on here. And it's just, this is nice to see. I often say that to be successful in this world, whether it's the NFT, the art world, the digital world, the real world, you have to have a nice combination of social media skills and art skills. And artists only want to work on art. Artists only want to be artists. They don't want to tend to all the intricacies. But now you got to be an artist at social media as well. And so, it's clear that you could see that you have artist in you when it comes to presenting you, Chap Global, other artists, and story. You're a good storyteller. So this is nice to see. We have a lot of other links here. Should we bring some others up? Or?
We can just skip them also, Mark.
Yeah.
We don't have to go through all of them.
Okay, okay.
I just provided it in order to, in order to just, fill in time if there is any. But
Okay.
I'm, for sure we've kind of, we've been good with time.
Okay. Um, all right. Yeah, no, we're kind of at the end of the show. So at this point, whoever's watching and is enjoying, it's a good thing. Okay, so we have your let's check, let's make sure we got everything up here right, right. I also, what I did bring up was I brought up this is the magazine, which is yeah, this is nice job. Did a nice job with this too. Okay, so I just wanted to show them the magazine as well. So there's a magazine and there's a newsletter, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the magazine is more quarterly, and it's like, it's like an issue of, something based off of, right? It's based off of something or the other. It has purpose. But with the newsletter, it's more current affairs or anything that is just happening now. And I get to capture that. So those, like, and I also feel like the newsletter is more Web3 and NFTs than the magazine. So yeah.
And you don't, what's nice too, you're all over the place. You're not no, I mean that in a good way. No, you include everything. You're just not limited to one type of art. I see a lot of people get caught in just AI art, or just maybe physical, and you seem to have a nice combination. You got photographers, hand-drawn physicals, computer art, digital art, and I'm sure there's AI art as well. Yeah. Oh yeah. AI collaborative. Okay. So you're really covering the spectrum of art, and that's nice to see, because a lot of times people forget about photographers, or they forget about physical artists, or they only focus on digital. And so it's nice to see that you're covering the entire gamut of artists. So guys, this is the magazine. I'm just gonna run through this really quick. I wanted to show them the magazine. I did want to show them the newsletter. Does that come out on X? Is that where that comes, or?
It comes out on Substack, but I kind of put it out as posts on X and then on Instagram and LinkedIn also.
Yeah, you're not kidding when you talk about the agency stuff. You really have a lot of experience, and you can see it, and you see it shine now through. Now that I'm going through the links in the social media, so let me tell you, these artists, they're in good hands with you, boy. So yeah, you're chugging away, and it doesn't look like you have any signs of stopping. And that's very clear when you see a community that chugs through the bear. You have definitely been building. Okay. Hanor, before we say goodbye to you guys, I almost feel sad saying goodbye to you guys. Before I say goodbye to you guys, maybe you could leave us off with some words of inspiration for everyone out there, for all the artists out there. And also, what would be really good is maybe let all the, maybe the solo artists, or the lone wolf artists that might be looking for a pack. How do they contact you? How do they, I know you did it earlier in the show, but do it again now at the end. How does that artist contact you or reach out to you? What's the best way to reach Chap Global, to get involved with you guys if they're interested? And you got your webs, you got so many things, but why don't you tell them the best way to find you? Go ahead.
Yeah, that the best way is just get in touch with me or text me on Chat Global, Instagram. I think that's the best way, because it's like, for me, Instagram or LinkedIn or like, nothing is personal. It's all professional. So I keep it very professional. So I'm a super cold person generally. So it's very professional. People get in touch with me anywhere they want.
Okay.
And that's like super nice, actually, because it's not limited to a certain form that they have to fill, or a certain Discord community where they have to have like 9 channels and go through the rules. It's just, directly, like, they can just get in touch with me. And I also don't have the resources or the manpower to manage those communities as of now. So I just, like, this is it. But as for like the part where you mentioned, like just things that I wish people would talk about more. It's nothing like inspiring or anything, but I wish that people would just let each other be. I think that is the best friendships and the bonds and collaborations and things that come out of that when people are just themselves. And I think that is like my biggest learning that I got to basically choir as a child because I got exposed to art and writing and poetry and all of these things as a kid, and mostly like the poetry part and all of that through my father. And this is what my father also, instill. Like one is let people be, let them be themselves, and you have no idea what they'll do, literally, right? That's one. And the other one is like take responsibility of your own happiness and take responsibility of what you become. Don't complain, take accountability. If you have to like say something, just discuss and stuff, and maybe gossip with your friends, I don't care. But just take things like in a positive way, or try at least. I know everybody's talking about toxic positivity these days and how people shouldn't be so positive and everything, but I think it goes a long way. It kind of makes you more productive, and it kind of keeps things simple. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, you are what you think, Minor, right? You are your thoughts. So however you think, that is the way. That's going to be, how you see yourself, how you perceive yourself, how you think, the thoughts that you have. They've done a lot of studies on this as well. And, it's just acidic, negative thoughts produce acidity in the body. And so there's a lot of science behind it. So I'm always, I always try to stay positive. So I'm not listening to any of that positive toxicity stuff. I believe in being in positive, especially in the art world. Okay, I think we covered everything. The only thing I need left from you guys is a song. And so
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to
happy,
discuss.
right?
Happy is
Happy.
awesome, I
Okay,
think.
okay, hang on. Let me bring this up. Happy. All right. Happy. There we go, by Pharrell, right? I don't think anybody has chosen this yet. Hang on, let me bring this up. All right. Yeah, we all ready? No commercials. We're good to go? Yeah. All right. We're all good to go. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me close out the show. And then we're going to come back. We're going to bring all you guys up to wave goodbye. So turn all your cameras on if you got cameras, and get ready to say goodbye to everybody. But let me close out the show, and I will be right back. Hang on. All right. You guys did a good job, man. You guys did a really good job. Good job. Yeah. All of you guys. Okay, guys. So you just had a chance to meet Chap Global. You got a chance to meet their community manager, Minor. You also got a chance to meet all of the artists. I'm going to see if I can pull this off. Oya, Gilda, Kunal, Sober Guy. Who am I missing? I'm missing Netta, and I'm missing one. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Come on, come to me. I got to check the flyer.
Ordinary artist.
Ordinary. Thank you. Oh my. Ordinary. Yes, and Ordinary. Thank you very, thank you very much, Minor. So you guys got to meet their artists. You guys got to meet their community manager, leader, and then you guys got to learn about their community. So once again, another successful community show, and what a good one too. What a positive one. Lots of good vibes from everybody, from top to bottom. So on that note, guys, what's next? Okay, Friday. Friday we have Art Nas on Friday on the HOP Spotlight. And so that'll be 9 to 11. So Art Nas is a excellent watercolor painter, artist, teacher. A lot going on. So that should be a very interesting show, very exciting show on Friday. And then, of course, Friday afternoon, one of two spaces that I'm in. You could usually find me in Linked by Art Space on Tuesday mornings, or TGIF on Friday afternoons. And that starts usually around 1 with my co-host Son and Alina. So I'll see you guys on Friday. Tomorrow I will not be around, but on Friday I will. But I'm sure I'll be tweeting away. On that note, guys, I want to thank everybody for signing in, saying hello. I'm going to come over there and say hi. I haven't been paying attention to comments, but I do want to say hello to all you platforms out there. I want to say hi to Twitch. I want to say hi to IG. I want to say hi to Facebook. I want to say hi to Instagram, and I also want to say hi to X. And I'm gonna come over and say goodbye. But that's the rest of the week, guys. I don't think I have anything else to say. And yeah, what a good show. So let's get back here. Let's say goodbye to these guys. Let's hit this song and let's move out. All right. I also want to end on the Super Community Gallery. So big shout out to Sketch for coming up with the ideas of these shows. I really enjoy these shows. It gives me a good chance to meet a lot of different artists, a lot of different people. I'm gonna switch here so these guys can see me. I'm going to open up full screen. I'm going to open up full vert. Right, there we go. This way I can bring everything up. I'm going to make you guys small. Yeah. Should I do that? Yeah, make you guys small. And then let's find this no, we're going to end on this. And then we're going to end on the Super Community Gallery. So where is that link? Doesn't matter. Let's bring it back up. Let me make sure I have this ready to go. Super Community. No, wrong one. On Cyber, right? On Cyber. I gotta have this up somewhere. I know it just didn't disappear. Let me bring in Chap Global. All right, here we go. Okay, this is that point. You know what? Let me get on here too as well, and let me say hi to everybody. We got anybody over here? I'm sure we do, but you're welcome. You're welcome, Sketch. I think I had the thing closed too much here. So if you guys were commenting or going at it, what's up to all you guys on IG? Oh, look at Kunal. Kunal was getting out. See, you guys listen. What's up, Oshira? Happy New Year's. Let me say goodbye. I guess I did not get the X comments because I had the screen linked. So I can't say goodbye to all you guys on X. But if you left comments or you were talking or you were chatting, I want to say thank you. They got to do a little bit of work on these lives here because I don't know why the comments disappear. But if you don't have the window open, right, all your comments disappear. So whoever joined in and watched the show, thank you very much on X. I apologize. Usually I give shout outs, but I don't have the comments this time. So also want to say hi to everybody over on IG. Thanks for tuning in. Guerrera, Netta, Uka. Good to see you guys. Kostakis, Krob, Oshira, Kunal. Answering in there and saying hello. Good job. Welding. That one white boy. Huda. Roaming Kitten. Artnaz. Oh, Artnaz. We will have her on Friday. Happy for You. The Art of Rose. Kaplan. Alyssa. Jedi. Mohammed. Oh, MH. What's up, MH? Reza. Chris. Galleria. Ordinary on there as well. Oh, Artnaz. Oh, there she is. She's watching. All right. Well, we'll see you on Friday, Artnaz. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me check these other. Let me see anything on Twitch. We got anything on Twitch? No. We got anything on YouTube? Still not. Still working for those comments over there on Twitch and YouTube. Okay, guys. On that note, where are all you guys? We got Chap Global up, chat, right? We got everything up for you guys. Good, very good. And I am looking for one last link. Where is there we go. This is what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay. There they are. Chat Global. It's time for you guys to all come on, wave goodbye, and say goodbye. And we will see you the next show. On that note, Where are all you guys? Who we got left? All right. Hang on, I'm taking off pins. This is that chance, guys, where you can all come off mic and wave and say goodbye. You can all talk over each other and say goodbye to everybody.
Bye-bye. Ordinary and Faizan, we can't see you, but you can say bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What's up, Faizan? No goodbye?
Bye bye.
All right, there he is.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just
Yep,
heard
we
all you
can.
guys. All right. Good to see you all, you guys. Good job, guys. Very good job.
Let's go.
All right.
If you want, we can roll for another
Don't
2-3
make
hours
me
as well.
nervous. You're gonna make me jump off the. You're gonna make me jump off.
Mark, if you want, we can roll for.
Yeah, you can all talk right now. I'm about to play out the song.
No, he's talking about another 2-3 hours, Mark.
No, I'm saying that we can go for another 2-3 hours if you are okay with that.
Sober guy, we could go for another 12 hours. You have no idea. I won't stop. But I tend to find that if you treat your viewers and your watchers nicely and you let them get on with their life after 2.5 hours, they appreciate you more rather than holding them hostage.
And they come back.
That's right. Yeah, listen to Manor. She knows what she's talking about. She knows social media very, very, very well. All right, guys. I'm going to play out this song. I'm going to play out your links. And thank you very much. And great show. Very good show.
Bye.
Clap along if you feel like having take a
There we go.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you
See all you guys on the next show. Till then, peace.
Thank you. Peace out. Bye bye.